throw the link around and we'll get this party started. You guys know how this goes at this point.
Mhm.
So,
Hello and welcome to Crimes.
you guys are you already committed a crime last session. That was a murder. That was a lot of murder.
Crimes are like DACA. You can never have enough.
You are not
There's
making
only like 2 murders, 3 if you count
all the dragons on the
Otohime
ship.
twice.
All the dragons on the ship died. They all died. The only reason they're undead
Yeah,
corpses. The only reason their undead corpses didn't show up the ever stagnating Kagare fight was because they couldn't get out of the wreck fast enough. And then they auto died when C died.
The aura should be retribution has to be within the area, but
No, yeah, that's
atonement.
what I was thinking. Is retribution's within, but I agree with you that atonement should just be if you are in the aura, it applies to you even once you leave the aura.
That makes sense. That makes sense. It does fit with how you've been handling atonement being applied
And then
so
a
far.
direct upgrade for that aura later on can be something like just it provides fast healing, whatever number, to everything within it.
Probably something like fast healing Wizmod.
Fast healing Wizmod would get very nuts very fast, remember, because my baseline Wizmod is a 6 as it is, and I always do enhance ability Wiz whenever possible.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, but
So you,
most enemies in this game that have fast healing will have like at minimum fast healing 10. Otoheim had fast healing 36 in phase 1 and fast healing 45 in
Otohime.
phase 2. Otohime, thank you.
That's
Thank you,
fair.
Taco Cat. This is not a normal D&D game. The power scaling is whatever the fuck I want it to be.
That's fair.
power scaling is completely fucked 7 ways to Sunday.
Yeah,
Alright, and we're also leveling up after the session, correct?
correct, because you murdered
Yeah.
because you killed O&O. You just have to you basically just have to go do a long rest to level up.
I'm going to be honest. I'm laughing my head off at the fact that I have a 66 weapon with 5d6 without using my resources or standard buff that other players like to use.
That's because you
And I'm
have a literal
still
mech
like,
shoot.
oh, oh. I wonder if this damage is falling behind this campaign's expectations.
A normal D&D party would get absolutely slaughtered by the dragons, even with higher level spells. It's
No.
really funny.
No, they wouldn't. You can't say higher level spells and not account for Wish.
If
Even Wish.
if
the get level 6 in
if they get level 6 plus spells, the dragons get standard access to level 6 plus spells is the thing.
Oh yeah, but basically what I was going to say is there are some nasty prep work spells in 5e. Again, I don't know the 3.5 list well enough.
It's fucking huge. I don't think
pun.
The level after this one, by the way, goes level 13. I will have access to raise.
Oh, I thought you're not. I guess
Accolade
right.
7th level right now. I am 1 behind on spell levels.
I thought we can burn that bridge out. We can burn that bridge after session. We can burn that bridge after session.
Let me finish talking before you guys interrupt me for fuck's sake.
Sorry, apologies.
You're fine. It just happens a lot, so I get irritated about it. I am currently a 7th level acolyte, a 1st level ecclesiarch, and a 3rd level smart hero, wise hero, wise hero, dedicated hero, whatever it's called. I took a level of ecclesiarch specifically because the buff from caster level equals your level was better than taking the next spell level at that time.
Yeah,
understandable. So it looks like everyone's here. So we got people filing in the chat. Hey, Azal, glad you can make it. So, hey everyone, welcome to Drakopocalypse. I'm ArkosDawn, your wonderful GM, the coast does the most, resident offer of lizards eating everyone. With me tonight we have Io, our local fox with 500 swords, played by Miho-chan.
Hi.
Siano Rin, our resident dark mage turned succubus, and Chuni, who keeps smiting dragons with powers he steals from their corpses.
Happy to be here. And
She is somehow not the most crazy party member. Kirov, our local FPS protagonist slash Doom guy slash he keeps fucking shooting dragons with guns and making it work. Yes, I did, Zal. Yes, I did. Thank you for giving me that. Played by Atomic Taco, aka Mon.
Ayo.
We have Ashley, played by Takuga, our resident NG inventor of fucking mech suits, who brings fucking mech suits to dragon fights because it's the only way her standard normal human ass cannot get instantly ripped apart by 500 lizards.
So how's my Big the Cat impression last session?
It was awesome. It was good. Now, last but not least, we have Lucine, played by Iridium Sky, our primary ritualist, tactician, all-around pain in my ass for 500 buff stacking that's getting nerfed.
I thought it was bad.
Yeah, that's how you know it was bad when even the player thought it was bad. That's why it's getting nerfed. Basically, the nerf is this: level 3 buffs of spell level 3 and higher do not stack. You only get one.
Single target ones specifically.
Yeah, haste, displacement, all those they don't stack with each other. You can only get one. That's because as Kirov taking virtually no damage proved that they're kind of bullshit when you stack them together. Also, some of these drawbars are outdated, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So, last time on
No, that
Drakopocalypse,
was also because the boss just had shit damage and I had DR.
the idea was that she didn't see damage individually, but her full attacks could just deal a absolute bullshit total because she had. It's fine.
Which is basically the kind of playstyle hero of hard counters.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that till it was too late. Anyways, let me just pull up onto the map. Pull up to the map, grab the right music, and I'll do where we left off. The party finished their boarding of the atoll amalgamation, fought Odaheim in the engine slash throne room, killed her, tried to stop the star from eating her soul. They broke off a bit of it inside the ritual circle. Then Odaheim got up in Odahime, I mean.
Otohime.
Yes. Odahime got up, ate the star's avatar for a power boost, had a phase two among the ruined wreck of her ship, which the party won. And then all the other Arc Dragons showed up because they want her heart for the power boost. We just find the right music, and we'll pick up right where we left off with the British Arc Dragon snapping its head towards the entire party. Just find the right song. Arrival, maybe? No, that's too upbeat. Yeah, this works. So. Okay, so. I will like to remind everyone, any bars and such you may see are only temporary. This is not you're not getting withdrawal from the water because EO is actively purifying it, so. The British Arc Dragon's head snapped towards the entire party. The British Arc Dragon is, to repeat myself from the previous session, another serpentine Arc Dragon, a legless serpentine frame held aloft by 3 pairs of bat-like wings. Emerald scales hum with every movement, creating a sound that sends instinctual shivers down Terrifying Squadron's spine despite how far away they are. The Arc Dragon's head is bereft of any horns. The crown is a shifting pattern of black that makes focusing on the head in any detail unpleasant, to say the least. As their head snaps towards Terrifying Squadron and the Scarlet Queen, you get the feeling that the Arc Dragon's gaze carries something with it.
Which dragon's gaze? British?
British.
Russian.
No, British.
No, British. I thought you said
No,
Russian.
no.
My bad.
No.
I'm
British
seeing
was the one. British was the one who got a nat 20 on their listen check at the end of last session. So,
That's a sense motive.
Right, that's the insight. I'll try not to fail.
Sense motiving on the British Arc Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, the 6 is not good enough, Lamau. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
no shit.
You can roll better than that. You can roll better than that. You can fucking roll better than that. You got a
Get
net.
spoiled.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already fairly certain I know what it is.
Okay, so what are you looking for, sense motive?
Why did it react like that?
Hmm. 27, roll of 2. It recognized that name.
Okay, it's Omida. Got it.
Anyway, so
I said I would call you a hack if you pulled this again. I'm calling you a hack if you because you pulled it again.
fuck you. Fuck you. This was planned ahead of time. Fuck you.
And I
Fuck if you.
warned you ahead of time.
Fuck if you. This has been planned for multiple. This has been planned for like since for a while. Fuck, like before you said that. Fuck you. And they
You're
don't.
still a hack.
They don't
Hey,
say anything. They just watch. So the dragons stare at each other.
Now I am tempted to stir the pot a bit.
Before you can do any pot stirring, before you can do any pot stirring, I'm afraid. The Chinese Ark Dragon is basically a 6-legged golden long. Very calmly walks on the air towards the oil spill, stopping when the Scarlet Queen takes a step forward herself. At that point, the Chinese Ark
And also
Dragon.
probably when Lucine gestures and the battleships train on it.
The dragon lifts their head back in.
Darling, pause. Point of order. We don't have battleships. We have modern destroyers. There is a massive difference. Please keep that
Okay,
in
when the
mind.
warships train on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, in response, the Ark Dragon simply lifts their head back and laughs. Do you really think such outdated weapons could hurt me? The coward over there, tail points over to the Rustin Ark Dragon and their massive fucking suit of armor. Fancy gadgets can't do shit to me. Do you really think your little toys can do anything?
You really want to see to test it?
Okay,
Sure, of all
Ashley is
things.
insulted by that.
That was
You know
supposed to be
what?
insulting.
I am going to scathingly mock this man's mother. Because what the fuck? How dare you?
I have pissed off the horde.
That's Yo's profession writing. That just imagine her absolutely demolishing the masculinity and basically the pride of the Chinese Ark Dragon in a Shakespearean fashion, because I cannot be bothered to try to come up with that.
Kos, what would it be to try and basically read the dragon factor and just see, can I figure out what these domains are? What skill would that be?
You can also look at their crown, but first, in response to Io's comments, the Chinese Ark Dragon narrows, snaps her head towards, and snorts. And snorts? Brave words. Brave words coming from a coward who fights like an assassin.
Eel tilts her head to the side. This is actually something she can win.
You realize that's exactly what you so-called strongest dragons did?
Please don't interrupt me. Sorry, dear. I was in the middle trying to say something. First of all, I don't fight like a coward. I get up in the faces of my enemies and cut them to death with my sword. Second of all, if we want to talk about the massive cowarding this guy, we can. I mean, he's the one that felt the need to, oh, I don't know, destroy everything that could possibly threaten him in one strike before anyone knew what was happening. That sounds like an assassin to me. Oh, and let's not forget that Mr. Coward Man in the sky hasn't actually tried to intervene at all yet. And I beat the shit out of his fucking hand. Shut up, you're a baby, go home.
And I just straight up cut off his finger. He's really not that big of a threat.
You can call Eel many things, but she is most certainly not a coward.
By the way, Koza, what would the role be to try and determine the missing domains I'm after?
How do you want to do?
It would pro-
Spellcraft or Spot works, or Arcane Lore. Any of those work. Spot because you can just stare at their
It's
crowns and
fake.
try this. Stare at their crowns and try to figure it out. I think the one with the most weird fucking, the most misleading crown is SQ. And it's most. Anyways, out. 39. Who's that aimed at?
He-
You gotta aim that at
Hero?
at one specifically.
Then in that case, we're looking at Chinese currently.
Um,
Something related to the atmosphere. You have no idea what besides that. It just feels vague. The dragon factor just feels vaguely, well, his based on the voice feels like a lot of things, but nothing earthly. If that makes any sense at all.
Because I am trying to get more data than what we already have.
Rayquaza.
I was.
God damn it.
I was.
Am I fucking wrong?
I'm not
I don't
saying.
think so.
I'm not saying shit.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Cause just didn't want her bones stolen by Nintendo.
Let's see.
So it's
Koza,
legally
or
distinct, Rayquaza.
Lazy fuck.
Exactly.
I'm not lazy. I'm cute. There's a difference. Fuck you.
I didn't say who I was pointing at with that one.
Well, anyway, so it
Yeah, Koza, can I get any new info or not really?
not really. You think you need to get a sample off their body for it.
That's
Blood, a scale, maybe a bit of their mane, saving of their horn, something like that.
That would actually be a favor. I would be willing to trade one more vial of blood for from the Arcos. Is hey, if you get us a scale from each dragon, including you, we will give you this vial of blood.
Well, you're not gonna make that right now. Anyway, so in response to you calling the star a coward,
Yes.
the Chinese
Am I wrong?
the Chinese Arc Dragon is just going to their main crackles of electricity like a storm cloud about to explode. Do not
Oh, is the Will Puppy upset?
It is. I cannot wait to crush you under my claws.
Good luck. All the other ones have failed.
I could say the same.
Snorts of that. Okay, so. Also, very important question. What's everyone's passive spot?
What?
What's everyone's passive spot?
I don't think that's even a
Are you
thing in
a
this.
What's your spot plus 10? What's your spot perception, whatever the fuck it's called, plus 10?
29.
29.
Anyone have higher than
34.
Okay, anyone have higher than a 29?
I think Silpin does.
Forgot I was deafened. 32.
Okay, so everyone who is higher than a 25, you immediately notice that that as you guys were all staring at the work with me. Give me a second. Roll 20 is fighting me. As you were staring at the Chinese Arc Dragon, the British one fucking moved. The movement is right behind Lucine and Sion. That is the wrong layer.
I think this is called Sion's ready action goes off.
No, they're not. They're not
Mhm.
moving. They're not moving. They're simply coiling the just watching and waiting with, and you get the distinct vibe they're smiling, even if they haven't said a word to you guys yet.
Io is going to spin around, wave at the British Ark Dragon, and completely on a hunch, based off of what she knows of the Ark Dragon recognizing Arcos' name, say loud enough for, the Brit and the Scarlet to hear. Hi, Omida, how are you?
Amita.
Well, while Io is doing this, Lucine just whispers to Sion, "Go."
Hmm. Give me a second. Rolling something in the background. Give me a second.
Honestly, not being as much of a self-insert as nearly everyone else is just going to ask if you just know every Arch Dragon now.
Okay, so
Io
before
is going to nod sagely.
I think I don't I think you got the DM me the name because my brain's blanking out when you say it. DM that to me so I can compare and contrast with my notes. So is Sion going to teleport out now?
I teleport out.
Before you do that, the Arch Dragon has a ready action of their own.
Oh, that feels like bullshit. I'm going to call it.
Do not let them take the
No,
heart.
because if he moved, yours would have gone off first.
I don't. Do not let them take the heart, because that would.
They're not.
kinda feel a
It's
bit
not going to be.
forced.
It's not going to be letting them take the heart. It's not going to be letting them take the heart.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Coach,
Yeah,
like,
but what I'm saying is that
Sion's
since
ready
Sion
action
also had one, right?
triggered by
Yours
okay.
would have gone off
You
first.
pause. Both of you are talking over each other. Toast, explain what you want to do.
Okay, basically, the Arc Dragon is going to be activating a magic item that, while it is not preventing Sion from escaping, it is going to make things more annoying for the party in general.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just going to call bullshit. But again, the problem is Sion's
Mhm.
action goes before he can even ready something because
Did
things are
you
just-
listen? Okay, pause. Did you listen to anything Coast just said?
I did, but I'm not. If he's doing it in response
Shush.
to Sion,
She literally.
It is.
Arcus just said the British Ark Dragon cannot prevent Sion
Okay.
from escaping.
Yes,
Listen with your ears, not your mouth.
thank you. Okay, so where is Sion teleporting off to?
Let's see. Could do it to Mount Everest, but that would be silly. So instead, it'll be to
Okay.
Under Boston.
What? Sion, and then Sion, and right as Sion vanishes, and there's distinct sound of a draconic muzzle slamming against the hole from where the Scarlet Queen is. One of the Arc Dragon's wings uncurls a bit, and a very famous piece of paper rolls out, encrusted with draconite and emanating magic. You guys don't need to fucking roll to recognize it. The British Arc Dragon has the fucking Constitution, is going to be using it, to basically debuff the entire fucking party.
What was
doesn't
that?
even make sense.
It'll make sense once you know their domain mechanics,
It doesn't,
how their
but I
bullshit
like
works.
it that I'm going along with it.
It'll make sense once you know how their domain bullshit works. I'm not done explaining. To clarify, as they unroll the document, I'm going to need everyone to make a will save. Except for Sion, because she's not here. She teleported out.
Boo.
Would you look at that? Ashley just getting a casual 20.
Okay.
Which is good, because that's my worst save.
Okay, Ashley got a crit, so she's fine.
Everyone should be fine, Coach. There should not be something with a higher than 29 DC.
Can you please let me finish talking?
Guys.
Sorry, that one's fair.
So, Ashley's, yeah, you're all fine because when I mean fine, I mean Ashley's crit lets her dodge. It's a save for half, so she dodges everything. basically, everyone but Ash is going to be rolling worst. Going to be a rolling worst of 2 for everything until the Arc Dragon puts that away.
Okay,
Wait,
Coast, I would like to roll Knowledge Arcane Lore to figure out the domain now that I've seen this.
Roll worst of 2. Okay, 33. So let me finish describing first. So, unfurls the Constitution, crusted and tainted with Draconite. And you can just, to everyone but Ashley, it feels like a wave of energy emanates out and just slams into your minds. The Inquisitor and Narada are fine, however, but you do hear a hiss from the direction of the Scarlet Queen. From the direction of the Scarlet Queen.
oh my god, they're antithetical.
Oh no, the British Ark Dragon just tilting their heads. Well, there's no need to be so. God damn it, she left. Snorts, still keeping the smile on their faces. Their gaze flicks towards Sion was, and with it, the heart. Heart was, before turning her, you're not really sure based on the voice, gaze towards the Dark Dragon, towards Orehime's corpse, and where Arata is putting a hand on his sword. You're not making off of her partner, not letting you do that. The British Orc Dragon just snorts at that. Snorts before suddenly flickering again and teleporting next to the corpse. Apparently, that seems to be a pretty casual thing for them. They can just do that. It would explain how they're teleporting across the globe, but Ares Arcane Lore check 33. You think it's something mental at first, but you're not entirely sure. Yeah. The worst of 2 effects is basically me not wanting to pile down 500 modifiers when you guys go to fight this one.
Coast?
What?
So, again,
Can you
based on me naturally guessing combined with the arcane lore, is that enough to put it together that it's some form of rules, contracts, laws?
It's enough to let you know that guess is completely wrong.
Oh.
That's interesting.
It'll all make sense the moment you guys figure out what Dark Dragon's domain is. Trust me on that.
No, that does make
Wait,
sense.
duh, it's the British Ark Dragon. Of course, it's basically the fucking British Museum.
I will say that joke was part of the inspiration. Yes.
Domain of thievery, I assume.
Thievery wouldn't explain why the Constitution debuffed us.
Something in store, Constitution. I don't have enough mental presence to
Like, that feels like bullshit.
make that make sense right now.
It'll make perfect sense once you
Okay.
figure out what your friend's domain is.
Guys, let's not protest the completely narrative debuff for the most part
Yeah.
and just keep
Oh,
going
Coast,
with the
I'm trying to
roleplay.
get I'm asking if my next guess is able to put things together.
Not right now. Not right now. Can you please stop interrupting me?
Okay.
So, completely without any concern at all, the British Ark Dragon coils up in the air, gaze only really kind of looking at Arata. Arata with one eye, the other is flicking over the entire party. Oh, yeah, okay, that name. That's all I'm gonna say to that lol. So, whoever the Ark Dragon is, they are definitely smug as fuck. Fucking and they absolutely seem to think that if shit goes bad, they can just leave. Okay, so. But now, there's no need to things to get so hasty. The British Ark Dragon. The British Ark Dragon leans back, thinking for a second. I need to check something in my notes. Give me a moment, please. Well, before I have an offer of my own, but the Arc Dragon is going to teleport again. No, not really planning on staying movement. They just silently think something over. This, God damn it! I tabbed off. Give me a second. Fucking hell! I hate tech issues. Okay, there we go. British Arc Dragon is flickering around, thinking something over. There's the Scarlet Queen pushes herself back up and very calmly calmly steps over to the party and leans in her head over towards Io. Now that is a nasty little effect there. Not quite sure what it is. I can't tell if it's psionics or magic, but annoying. Anyways, before Io can respond, the British Arc Dragon nods himself before looking not just you guys in the Scarlet Queen over, but also flicking to the golden asshole in the weapons dragon, who appears to be excitedly polishing off what looks like to be what looks at first glance to be a tuning fork. But Kirov, you've worked with Elizabeth before, you recognize that as an upscaled railgun. Or perhaps a not downscaled one. Point is, the dragon has a railgun.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
And so the British Arc Dragon then hums. I think there's a very simple way for all parties here. And then their smile, as much as you can feel it, they have such a thing about it being able to put their face into detail, grows. For all of us to walk away happy. Her corpse, tail slaps out, pointing towards Odahime's corpse and making Arata jump. Has enough energy to be reasonably split amongst all of us. And that includes the silly little humans. So, to not waste anyone's time here, because I imagine we're all so very busy. The British Arc Dragon. You can't really see the British Arc Dragon's face as I've previously established, but you get the vibe that they're grinning widely. How about everyone walks away, say, a vial of her blood? At that, the Arc Dragon
Why would
falls
we do
silent.
that?
Waits for everyone to respond.
Okay, can Io sass?
Yes, you can sass now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Lucian did ask, why would we do that?
Like my girlfriend just said, why the hell would we give you a vial of blood? After all, none of you, besides Queenie over there, did anything to help kill this one. After all, by your own logic, we are the strongest here for killing, oh, I don't know, a fragment of the star. So none of you deserve anything. Besides
Or are you
Queenie,
people-
because Queenie actually helped. Okay,
Or are you
Specifically out of character, I am banking on the Scarlet Queen being willing to accept that I am basically asking for her help with this so that,
Yeah.
she can drive off the others and we can complete the deal we had with her.
The Scarlet Queen, before the Scarlet Queen, she steps forward. What?
I was saying something.
Sorry.
Adding on something onto the end of Io, which is just, or are you simply scavengers, not supposed predators?
Damn, that was a good burn.
That is a good burn. And Golden Asshole, and there's another thunder sound from over Golden Asshole is. But the rest of the Rock Dragon just laughed extremely loudly. No, I was hoping if it wasn't for that force field of yours, I probably would have slammed down when the bitch was still alive. That would have been a good fight.
We can still throw down. I'm not opposed.
Very specifically, if we do get to fight weaponry here without intervention from the others, there is a non-zero chance we just win because he is away from his prep.
Yeah, but he
you-
still gets his
exactly.
res method.
You say that. You say that. Say for a second, the orc dragon actually looks like their free head snapped. It looks like they're about to jump over to the platform before one of their heads flicks over to the Scarlet Queen and the other settles on the corpse, and the third looks down to the fucking ruined island you guys are on. Well, I do appreciate the offer. I really do. I'm not a fucking idiot.
Good. You're at least intelligent. That'll make the fight more fun later.
They just nod at
You'll
that.
may
They
or
just
may
nod
not
at that
be a blood knight.
extremely. They just nod at that extremely happily. They are you. They are. You get the vibe. They're just a fucking fight junkie.
No, they're a blood knight. They're Umbra. They're not
Seems just-
actually Umbra, but
When
Yeah, they're
she
not.
just lazily looks at him, I'll look forward to it too.
Anyway, so yeah. So, do Kirov and Ashley have anything to add on before I move to the non-draconic NPCs?
Nope. EO beat me to it.
Okay. What about you, Ashley?
I all I can think of Ashley doing is that's like if
flip off the
there's
golden
any
one.
You're breaking up a bit.
Hmm?
You were breaking up a bit. Can you repeat that, please?
Ashley is basically ready to basically if any of the arch dragons continue to make movements towards Onohime's corpse, Ashley is going to
Harpoon someone?
basically show off her rockets and bluff. Show off her rockets and just bluff that she has enough to blow the arch dragon to smithereens.
Ah, I see.
Warrior before.
Hey,
See,
Ghost,
Yes?
you remember how I talked to the Scarlet Queen from across? I think it was from Boston to Canada.
Yeah. Are you planning on doing that bullshit again?
Yes, but this time projected out from our wonderful girlfriend.
The fuck are you doing?
beautiful.
What are you doing this time? What are you doing this time, you fucking succubus? What are you doing this time? Can you not terrorize the
Yes.
dragons for 5 seconds?
No, that's her whole job. You see. When I have this image in my mind of Sion grabbing the star's avatar by like the neck and just kind of shaking him around like a ragdoll. And
Okay.
screaming
So-
something about what about your sword logic now, huh, little bitch?
Okay, I will now speak.
Oh god. What are you
I'll be Alp-chan Sama Dono Kun Denka Hakase Okami Hikatan. It's really nice to meet you. Sorry I couldn't stay, but I figured you'd want to snatch the heart of Akulagan, and that wouldn't be cool. Also, I'm going to torture your soul for 10 quintillion years for destroying Erie. But then I'll give your boo-boos a kiss and it'll all be better.
Is that ain't not everyone?
I am
Is that it?
Beyond it, you figured out one of their identities. Tell us.
She's
Oh no,
calling
that's just
her
random multiple
Albion!
reference.
So,
Oh, yeah, good point.
first, the Scarlet Queen. So you knew it. So the metallic sound from earlier turned out to be the Scarlet Queen face deck, smashing her face against the deck of the ship. You figured that out because she does it again.
Beautiful.
Hi, Queenie. Nice to see you again. Please take my letters again.
The British Ark Dragon vaguely looks like they had an entire lemon sub down their throat. I mean the fruit. The Chinese Ark Dragon looks like they're about to explode. And the Russian Ark Dragon just fucking shoots the random patch of the ocean in the general direction where they heard Sion's voice coming from.
Hunt, we need
Or
to cut.
like
Nerd. Otaku.
There are more. The Russian Ark Dragon is trying to blow up trying to blow up the ocean.
Oh, before I question.
Yes?
Did the face scrunching look like it was like actually anything relevant or just random output?
Explain.
Lucine is right now. Her current theory is that it's something to do with history and mythology, which is why she's watching Sion invoke the name of Albion.
That doesn't do shit. It's just an emotional reaction. You don't think it's anything special.
It's literally just the dragon taking sand damage.
It's literally
I
just a...
wanted to check because
No, you're valid.
But yeah, a couple seconds after that, the British Dark Dragon just starts fucking laughing.
Let me say something quickly.
Sure.
But we need to taunt China more because China looks like she's about to actually explode from anger in the
Sure, you guys are going to do it.
Okay,
Looks
okay.
like it's going
We
to
can talk-
what?
Explode. I don't expect you guys pulling the shit and just turning it into a I mock all of you session, but I should have seen this coming. I really should have seen this
you
coming.
really should have.
You really should have.
This party has a vicious mockery as their cantrip. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
this
deal
is
with the
the
fact you're in a
perfect
cosmic
time.
horror story by shooting the cosmic horrors, then mocking them for getting shot.
This is the perfect
I just realized.
time for something I've been having in mind for a hot while.
Oh?
What would I roll to kind of get a sense of which archdragon is most likely to fall for Updog?
What?
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. 9 out of 10.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Give me a second to check your skills.
I never had this opportunity to Updog an archdragon in front of 3 others.
Okay. Give me a second to check your skills.
Lucine calls
Sense
dibs
motive?
on the follow-up Ligma.
Probably since motive or diplomacy. Maybe investigate. Investigate could work. You're trying to figure it out, not actually do it. It's the Chinese Ark Dragon. The one who looks like they're
Beautiful.
Alright,
Please don't updog an Ark Dragon.
Why wouldn't we?
That I have to deal with.
You see,
I'll look
the party is just
at
batshit
the-
insane.
I'll look directly at the Chinese, right?
Chinese Ark
Yeah.
Dragon. Golden long, Stormcloud, like mane, lightning bolt crown, golden, very asshole.
The golden noodle boy.
I'll look directly at the Chinese archdragon. Say, hold on. Now I'm trying to figure out how I'd execute it up.
Oh God, can you please? I should not. I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to fucking kill all of you. You're all going to die, and you're going to regret mocking my lizards. Is the Chinese Ark Dragon just a cultivator meme? I'm not telling you shit. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you shit.
Probably a very bad attempt at updog from me, so I'm just assuming that Ashley is going to do a better job at it. But Ashley is going to look directly at the Chinese archdragon and go,
Listening.
"Hey, Weather Snake, I bet you can't even." Hold on, I'm kind of trying to think through how to go through it.
Why are you all like this? I'm staring into my camera. Why are you all like this?
I'm going to steal what Tear said. I bet you can't carry an updog, Weather Snake. Let me roll bluff on that.
There is a non-zero chance that the Scarlet Queen and the British Archdragon start laughing uproariously at the result of this. Not gonna lie.
If it works, yes, they will.
Okay, so unfortunately, you want to know what? Wiz is not the Chinese Ark Dragon's casting stat. It's
I
it's
am willing to throw an action point at a single action point at this, if that's not enough, by the way.
oh no, it's enough. I'm just
Beautiful.
giving. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to describe it as I look for something that fell, something I dropped.
Fair
Give me a
enough.
second. Feel that after a second. Okay, so.
I bet you
So the other is just going to look straight up from me and go, "What the?" and go, "What is an up dog?" Just very confused.
I don't know. What's up with you, man?
The Ark Dragon just stills for a second as you second. The Ark Dragon don't hear that it's currently having an existential crisis. Give me a second.
Lucine is laughing just straight up a wall. Everyone on the platform is laughing, probably except Amelia.
No, Amelia is stabbing her. Amelia is stabbing her spear into the ground and face palming it against it slowly.
Out of character, someone remind me to make an updog or Ligma style joke every turn when we fight the Chinese Archdragon.
Yes.
Arata is just staring into the distance. You think he's having emotional whiplash.
It turns out Arata has a limit. We just found it.
Meanwhile, the British Archdragon in the scroll.
Eel is doing the Ojo laugh right now.
Why are you doing the Ojo laugh?
Because it was
Because it's
fucking hilarious. It's
So
also,
the
did you hear that it's Ligma?
No. Too busy realizing they just got played. And then the British and Archdragon and Scarlet Queen both start fucking laughing their fucking asses off. Asses off? I'm going to need the roll of 1d100. Give me a second.
What?
1d100 whether the Chinese Archdragon blows its top and does something ill-advised, probably.
If
It
it's one of
starts
the spots, we all
raining.
get to go.
It starts raining, and it starts raining pretty damn hard, despite the fact that there weren't any clouds in the sky like 5 seconds ago.
And
How?
Sion with the steel chair.
Oh my.
If you just looked at weapons and lazy fuck, you guys, if you want to tag team this bitch, I'm down.
The Chinese Archdragon just stares at the sky for a second. I am going to kill you all. I am going to eat you, and I'm going to bring you back from the dead and make you watch as I eat, and then make you into my permanent fucking food source. At that, they just fly off.
what the last
Oh,
thing said.
the Chinese dragon is angry. Unfortunately, he's a little bit less threatening than the Japanese Archdragon because he is inferior. Actually, no, that's not what you would say, my bad.
Honored as I
Because-
am, I'm
because he
afraid you're
had-
going to fail at that anyway.
The emasculated son of a bitch had his masculinity mocked. Oh, poor baby.
It's
The
a
Chinese-
good material, dude. That's just sad.
The Chinese Archdragon
Look,
starts.
it's a lot of work, okay?
The Chinese Archdragon climbs into the air a little bit, turns to face the entire party, and then flips them off all six claws before flying it off into the clouds and vanishing.
Then he flipped me off.
Lucy just yells into the distance. That would be a lot more effective if you weren't running away like a little bitch, coward.
Make a reflex save.
Totally worth it.
Make it. Worst of 2. Terror has not put. The Archdragon has not put away the Constitution. 27. Okay, you don't. Okay, as you say that, the ground starts glowing and you sidestep and a fucking lightning bolt beams right where you were 5 seconds ago.
Still a little bitch.
Take my dragon seriously, please.
We
No, you didn't.
chose
No, you-
Just that we take your dragons seriously, but mocking them makes them stupid. So we are taking them seriously by doing that.
And also, I'm going to point out that we literally just found out that mockery is a hard counter to one of them.
I'm going to.
Yes.
You're all going to get eaten by lizards.
Coast, I think
I'm
we
not
have
going to.
come up-
Coast,
You're
Coast, are you
going
sure
to
that's a good plan? Are you sure that's a good idea?
We could mock them about 4 of them.
You're all going to die horrible, painful deaths.
You've been promising that since day one, honey.
I'm going to act on it. I'm going to fucking act on it. Fuck you. Okay.
Wow,
I think
just
things
as
are
much
bad
of a
enough that
bitch as the
party is
Chinese government.
incapable of feeling fear at this point. I think we're just all broken on that front.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. These chuckle fucks don't really have a give shits anymore.
We'll change that soon. Anyway,
Sure.
so as the Chinese Ark Dragon runs off like a little bitch, the British Ark Dragon just snorts at the sky. Well, one more for me. Anyways, the reason you do that is very, very simple. They say still smiling, they sound pretty damn happy and upbeat despite the circumstances. It's very simple. I doubt even with a gesture. I doubt that all of you can teleport like Miss Succubus there. So it's really just a more efficient way to get everyone what they want, so you can go home and die from radiation poisoning.
Io raises her eyebrow.
Lucine looks at her arm. No, wards are still up.
Just sticks his tongue out at you at that.
Oh, also, hey, Sakura, could you teleport your daughter's corpse out, please? I'm standing right on top of it.
The moment you say that, Owen's corpse fucking vanishes. Wrong thing. Was that the wrong thing?
Perfection. No, I do believe none of you have a reason to be here anymore, except for Queenie, who we do owe a vial of blood to, because we do honor our promises, so...
Even if the assistance was not terribly effective.
The British Ark Dragon just stares at where Rodahime's corpse was as Io lands on the ground, and then their
Io
head
gives
flicks
him a
in,
little wave.
and then their head flicks in the direction of where Sakura is.
Don't you think about it, little lizard. I can hit you before you can leave.
Yeah.
Lucine casts ready action.
Oh, this was productive enough. At that, the air shatters again, and the British Ark Dragon vanishes.
Bye-bye, little bitch.
No, I think he's the least scary one we've seen yet. Actually, who am I kidding? Conquest was a joke.
You caught Conquest in a bear trap.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Ghost, quite bluntly, if you expect terror to be a domain that works on us, you really have to reevaluate things.
I know, trust me, you guys. Anyways,
Yeah,
you guys.
Io waves at the Russian Ark Dragon. Are you gonna leave as well now?
They raise it. They stop. Raise a finger. What looks like a drawer pings open on one of their shoulders, and they pull out what looks vaguely like a bone. They snap it, and then they vanish.
Oh god, he's got a homeward bone.
Man after my own heart.
After that, Xeon burns a vial. Oh no, she doesn't have a vial left. Never mind. I was going to say she burns a vial to give a global telepathic signal of otaku, but alas, she cannot.
You're also not here. Wait, did you come back?
No, she's still just projecting from our wonderful friend.
So the Scarlet Queen.
Why are you projecting from EO?
No, she's harassing. No, she's using this to also harass the Scarlet Queen as well. I know how she works. So.
It's not harassment, it's love.
So the Scarlet Queen lifts her head back up, runs a claw through her feathers to get some of the water out before flicking her gaze over the entire party. Why am I not surprised that you drove them all off like that?
Because
like
you
to
know us
join
oh
inside.
so well.
Because you're the only one of them who has gotten used to our bullshit.
We have our ways.
You have your ways of making me suffer, yes?
Yeah. You feel free to join the winning side. For a long time.
Do you actually
It's
say
funny.
that to her?
Yes.
Yes.
100%. 10 out of 10.
Okay, I need to go grab her. She doesn't have. I'm gonna go grab one of her alt token because she doesn't have a reason to be in this one anymore because the other fuckers all left.
There is a non-zero chance that we peacefully convert the Scarlet Queen at this point, which is just very funny to me.
She will be our foe. Not OE. FOU.
Yeah, you know, spoil. Trust me. That is far. I'm just gonna put a slash doubt to that.
Actually, you know what? I have something to say to that, Kos.
What?
I'm not the. There is one line that that usually is Miho's, though I've taken it for now, but she hasn't done anything with it yet. Miho knows the line I'm referring to.
The impossible exists to be made possible.
Anyways, once the others leave, the Scarlet Queen appears to. The best way you can describe what she does is it's like watching a flower close up on itself, then twist its shape as she condenses down into the humanoid form she used last saw during the raid on Barcelona. Talons are sitting against her face. She just doesn't fucking care. You get the feeling she just doesn't fucking care. Okay, the Inquisitor is glaring at her. You get the feeling she just does not fucking care about literally anything on the map right now except for Tearfing Squad proper.
I mean,
Yeah, that's not surprising.
that's not an unfair. No, Arata's actually a threat to her.
No, it's Tripping Squad is personal. Arata isn't.
Oh, that's also true.
Anyways,
Yeah.
the Scarlet Queen.
Yeah, you're just behind her.
The Scarlet Queen does not. Wait, the Scarlet Queen does not flinch.
She
Theon,
just looks very, very
Theon,
tired
did
and
you really
sad.
do that without delivering the best line you possibly could have?
Meow.
You should have said, Theon, if you ever do that again, there was a very specific line you need to say. Nothing personnel, kid.
The Scarlet Queen just looks so fucking tired at the party's bullshit. I swear you lot are going to drive me to drink.
Oh, you don't
Congrats,
already.
you understand what a psyop is.
No, I'm not that
Saying,
stupid.
we don't mock people on our side. We only mock evil dragons.
No, I mock everyone.
Mockery is for everyone.
Evil
These
is
words are rated E for everyone.
evil. Okay, so at Lucian's, he's simply going to shrug and go, "Evil is a point of view." At that,
I wouldn't call genocide good per se, nor farming a
neutral.
soft race for cattle for food. No, it's not great, Chief.
is she fucking following her?
Yes. She's going to wrap her arms around her shoulders.
Make a fortitude save.
Yay!
Yay, data!
That is not good enough.
Yay!
That is not.
No, let it happen. Let it happen so we can get data.
Nah, no, she's not. She has a 26-7 now, Arcus.
Still not good enough because you're touching.
That is actually reasonable because Coast did build the stat line for being the last one.
No, yeah, that's reasonable.
Also, you're also in physical contact with her. I'm just going to roll it. Did I ever settle my code I was going to use for the status effect? Don't think I did. Give me a second.
That is now a 29, Arcos.
You're still getting okay. Sion, can you please let me slap you with the status? Can you please let me slap? Can you please? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to clarify. It's a safer half. You're not avoiding getting slapped with the stacks. Well, stack because you succeeded. What icon did I use? Did I not settle which icon I was going to use for this? Fuck. What the fuck?
Coast icon doesn't matter. It's not like we're tracking a bunch of shit.
Okay. Sion gains 1 stack of inevitable demai. Wrong button.
Inevitable demise.
Yes, inevitable demise, then gains 1% draw.
He smiles.
As
Your love is appreciated.
when you touch the Scarlet Queen, you can see wafts of a black mist emanate off her skin.
He whispers into the Scarlet Queen's ear. Worth it.
She's going to very calmly pick Sion up with one hand and throw you across, then throw you into the air, knowing you can fly.
Surprisingly considerate of you.
I do not want you
Land
dead.
directly on top of her. With no
She sidesteps. She's not dealing with your bullshit.
The
There's no
fool, that
option.
only
You are
motivates her more.
Anyway, so
Darling, I do believe that's enough shenanigans for now.
the Scarlet Queen her violet eyes settle directly on the eel. I do not want you lot dead.
Understandable.
Nice to hear that.
Inevitable demise is very, very simple. Okay, so hey,
Is it the
it's
same thing that you sent me earlier?
yeah, it's the
Okay.
updated version. So in very simple terms, you'll find out you'll find it's not doing anything right now. You'll find out what it does when you guys get back to base,
Fair enough.
or when
Noted.
you do something specific on Sion, you'll figure out what to do when you trigger it. So, Scarlet Queen just leans into a class. First, I will apologize for the executioner not performing as I wanted it to. Still needs some fine tuning.
Understandable. This is no issue. You performed your end of the contract, though it did not work out quite as expected. It was still rather helpful in keeping the smaller
Yeah.
dragons off of us.
That
And
was
plus
just
is the nature of development.
It did not. I'm not sure whether you fulfilled the contract properly, but the fact is, your aid here was sufficient. Can Sakura bring it back, or do we have to go get it?
you can simply deliver it to the Shroud. Shroud sometime within the next week. Speaking of the contract, the original plan was if the execution was to follow, I was going to be using its corpse to send permafrost through to recover it, then deal with whatever killed it. She shrugs again. But that development, well, to be blunt, I'm not sure if you noticed, but her radiation was reviving the dead. Yes?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
He gestures at the horde of destroyers.
She nods at that calmly. Yes, there was some concern of her subverting the executioner, and if that would have made things go very badly very quickly, so I had that pulled out as I was on the way already.
Understandable.
If you want to join us, you can just ask.
She closed her eyes and sighs very, very slowly.
Is this what the kids call a tsundere?
You all are very, very lucky. You do realize that, yes?
Some luck, some skill, possible divine
The
intervention.
term is, I
Who
make
knows?
my own luck.
I mean, everyone who's still alive is lucky. We're not special.
You have killed 3 Arc Dragons. I would beg to disagree.
Oh no, that's not luck. That's skill.
It's called their idiot.
She's gonna actually snort at that. From what I can tell, Plusen had a somewhat decent plan. I just think they didn't expect. I think they just expected a conventional boarding action and not see gestures to what you did to the hull and to the floating and to your ships. That
Look, she clearly did not account for the fact that we're all batshit insane, and that is on her, not us.
That is fair enough, I suppose. So, the Scarlet Queen's actually going to continue a bit. She's not done. But her gaze is going to flick over to Lucine, Io, Sion, because you've all gained new thresholds today. I do have a question for you, however. Do you really think that you can draw steel against the laws of the world and draw black in blood and not lose everything you're trying to protect?
Lucine points at
You'll
where the corpse was. I think we just did.
Io is going to take this question a bit more seriously. She's going to pause, shrug, and go, when rebelling against the laws of the universe, one must understand that what you are doing is impossible. But as mankind has proven time and time again, the impossible only exists to be made possible.
Hmm.
Through our
Okay, would you like a wager?
The Scarlet
darling,
Queen,
I was not done, but
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Scarlet Queen's gonna look to Lucina at that, raising an eyebrow.
I'm going to bet that we can do what should by all rights be completely impossible.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Scarlet Queen says, none of you were there in New York on that day. I was. As you are now, you have no hope of defeating the progenitor.
Well done. Who said we're going to be as we are
Yeah.
now?
I am
You
not
didn't even
done.
respond. Are you scared of my bet?
I'm not
Wait,
done.
dear, let the Scarlet Queen finish talking.
She's going to actually step forward a little bit. I am not done. I was there and I felt its power. Let me put it like this. I doubt it even needed to wipe out the entire planet's military force like that. I don't think it needed the element of surprise. It was simply being efficient.
Considering it waited so long only because it needed to find a way to get its hands on something to heal the massive gaping wound in it? Yeah, okay, I can kind of see that. You're a coward.
She
I'm
snorts.
100%.
She snorts at
It's
that.
not as if you aren't also rebelling in your own way. Are you not?
Her gaze flicks towards Io. Explain.
No, so you intend to go along with what the star plans for you then?
Doesn't have a plan, it just cares about what each... It does not have a plan, it's just perpetuating the very ineffective and pointless cycle.
The star's purpose is to maintain
Io
the
raises.
The star's purpose is to maintain the cycle, nothing more, nothing less. And it is
Oh
not
yes, and I'm sure it would love to eat you as well.
She snorts. That is not its role, so it would only do so if I failed.
The Arcos I knew would not have sat down and accepted this, but I suppose you aren't the Arcos I knew right now.
She's
The
going to
star got its grubby hands on your soul after all.
close her eyes for a second and just breathe in once, twice, then again, very, very, very calmly. Let me put it like this, Io. Mankind cannot win. Even if you somehow perform miracle after miracle and somehow destroy the progenitor, you still cannot win. Earth is but one planet. And there are more dragons among the cosmos than there are stars in the sky.
Well, of course. But who would be so
asinine as to sit down and quietly accept the pointlessness of the universe. What could I call myself as an existential nihilist if I did not stand up and rail against the dying of the night?
And I have a simpler question. Did you even bother to try?
She's going to need to make a will save.
She, as in the Scarlet Queen.
Yes. Let me.
Damn. Get social out of existence.
That's not what this is for.
Oh, I know. This is to control herself, I'd imagine. Oh, by the way, don't let Eel's stance fool you. She is absolutely ready to manifest a divine blade and go on the attack if she needs to.
Yeah, the Scarlet Queen can tell that. She's not stupid.
No, yeah, obviously. They're both on hair triggers, and it is pretty fairly
Everyone's
obvious.
on a hair trigger, despite Lucine and Io just throwing philosophy at her.
Okay, so the Scarlet Queen takes a moment to calm herself again. Do not talk to me about philosophy and ideals. You, Io, have not had them all proven wrong before your eyes.
Bold of you to assume that. Bold of you indeed.
Still didn't answer my question.
Oh, to be clear, Eel has had her ideals broken, like, in her face. That is why I wrote the whole segment where she literally had to walk through the house where she used to live and walk through the
Good point.
literal field of corpses.
Good point. Yeah, let's go. Scarlet Queen steps back again, just eyes glancing towards all of Tearfing's squad before closing her eyes. But if we are going to speak of ideals, mine are simple: hope, dreams, freedom, love. Without absolute power to protect them, they are meaningless dross. What if it's that which you cannot protect, cannot protect? In the end, those are only granted to the strongest, for the strongest take them, and in the end, mankind will be forgotten as if it never were. The only hope of mankind's existence to mean anything is if one of the Archdragons upon this wretched planet becomes the one to attain victory and keeps it. Your crusade is futile, and mankind has already lost. The land is poisoned and taintless. Countless have already been devoured or transformed. The planet is dead and simply has not realized it yet.
Oh, then
Mankind.
you should have no problem
Sure.
agreeing to my wager.
She's not done talking. She's just going to ignore you.
Yeah.
Mankind's only hope of survival, of meaning anything, is under Draconic Claw, ideally my own, as a source of biomass and new dragons. My victory is inevitable. I am extinction after all, and while the call may have created me to end this world, it is my choice for what comes next. And yet you still fight.
You will see why when the end comes, I suppose.
You really are arrogant, sister.
Do any of
And
you want to
Lucine is
sense?
not.
Do any of you want to sense motive her on that?
Sure,
Yeah,
but-
no, obviously.
Like, Lucine explicitly used. Yeah, Lucine is. You really are arrogant, sister. Using it very intentionally.
And
24.
you aren't here?
Okay, so 20. So yeah, I'm not going to have a response to that until everyone rolls a sense motive check, and then also Kirov, Ashley, please chime in as well. This is a squad-wide thing. The NPCs are busy trying or busy being ready to jump the Arc Dragon if something happens.
I'm mostly looking for a good.
Okay,
I've been trying to think of something to say. I've just been
it's fine.
mostly just a
It's-
bit more,
It's fine. You just
bit more tired than I'd than I usually am.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just I'm playing a character who doesn't have the same connections as the rest of the party.
I thought you did, anyways.
I think it's mostly that Ashley and Karov don't have the same connections to the Scar Queen as everyone else.
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, Lucine doesn't either. She's just. This is. Like, Lucine didn't really know Arcos that well. She's just. This is personal for other reasons.
Call
Fair
for
enough.
no.
I do like Sion's monologue there. That was very good.
Yeah, that's gonna happen after. Okay, so it's very anyone who will. So 24 was the DC. She's being 100% honest. She sincerely believes this. Okay, Lucy, you get a you remember something at this from Alexander's musings on what from studying the behavior patterns of the Arc Dragons, from Conquest's ability to communicate, strength, constant
No,
tears.
I'll be.
Let me no. This is
I
relevant.
already-
This is relevant. Let me talk. Talk because this is gonna be me segueing to explain what everyone else sees. So just trust me, okay? So Alexander theorizes that Arc Dragons do not break; they bend.
They bend.
Conquest adopted draconic ideals as the measure of rend was his theory based on their stuff. Strength succumbed to them from despair. From what you can see, Odahime was a hedonist. But Io, Kirov, and Sion, you can all tell. But the Scarlet Queen thinks, as much as she can be in this position, that she's in the right.
Neat.
Yes, does she respond to Lucine's previous comment?
What was the sister comment?
Understandable, Taco Cat.
Understandable. Yeah. Scarlet Queen's
Yes, the
going
sister
to
comment.
flick her gaze towards Lucine. You are a paradox. I'm surprised you haven't exploded yet.
I would
Let's
rather
gamble.
she not. She's rather pretty as she is now.
Either I can prove that the universe's laws are now absolute and there are other ways within a month, or my soul is yours.
Yeah, the soul with only a few weeks of life left.
Io is going to roll her eyes at Lucine's constant insistence on risking her soul and her very being for just stupid shit.
The Scarlet
She's
Queen's going to
the
close her
con.
eyes and hums at that. You know, an Orc Dragon does not necessarily have to kill the others in order to be the victor.
Simply must make them submit, correct?
Correct.
That was not my question. I did not say, would you leave me alive? I said, I will prove there is another way.
With your soul, if you're alive, or my claws, if you're alive or not, doesn't matter.
But if I can prove it, then you permanently refuse to harm any member of Tierfing Squad or your people to do so.
A
If you're so
permanent
certain the
measure
universe
is. No, she's gonna
it
cut you
should
off.
be a safe bet.
Yes, but some illusions must be dispelled as soon as they are cast. This cannot be a permanent measure for one very simple reason. You lot are pissing the progenitor off quite badly, and I would not be surprised if, she stops for a second, puts a bounty on your head, so to speak, soon enough.
That you are willing to
I'm
warn us about this is rather nice of you.
making sure I heard what you said right. The Scar Queen is talking about the star putting about a bounty on her head, right?
Yeah, bounty on your guys' head. Yeah, to clarify. Dragons
Yeah,
use
Ashley's not going to.
Dragons use the progenitor to refer to the star. The star is what you guys call it. The Fae call it the
Yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Lord. Church God, the False God. It doesn't have a
Yeah.
proper name of its own, so people just keep giving it
Yeah,
their own
absolutely
titles
tried
for it.
to mishear it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Eel
Actually,
literally
to-
calls it a little coward in the sky. Like,
Yeah, like,
that is her
Actually,
name.
are you telling me
Actually,
that its
to respond
bounty is
was
literally is? Are you telling me that you absolutely are required to follow its bounty?
Let me
I
think.
was trying to say something.
I'll let Ashley
Different
talk
at
first.
Yeah, in response to the Scar Queen bringing up bounty, Ash will just say, "I'm surprised that the star hasn't already put a bounty on us. We've been making quick work of these archdragons."
Heroes are not foreign to the cycle. Their purpose is to ensure dark dragons grow as required, and of course to bolster their numbers. As for the nature of having to follow its decrees, let me put it like this, Lucine. It will not do anything, but I cannot afford to fight the call.
So even you are afraid of those bastards? Not shocked at all considering the damage they caused in the initial days.
Their
Couldn't
leader was there
possibly.
on their leader was there on emergence day, watching.
Oh yes, their leader is responsible for the death of someone I care rather much about too, and I will have his head for it. That was said like that wasn't Eel talking shit. That was like said with all the coldness of a black hole.
That
Just
was
the
a vow.
singularity. It
That
was
was
an
a
oath that the head of the call's head belongs to her.
Scarlet Queen hums. Yes, yes, but see, the thing is, what I thing is, my followers, I've been able to pry some information about the leader out from them. The role has not,
Oh,
the bearer of the role title has not changed once for all the centuries the call has been active.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
Two,
hmm.
I have reason. Two, the lies into my bloodline, now the head of my followers, has a reason to believe that the leader has plans of their own.
Oh, crazy cultist leader has plans of their own? Who could have possibly guessed?
All
Scarlet
I'm
Queen
hearing.
simply rolls her eyes. I think they could have been the sort who would have devoted themselves to the story about Measure. That is entirely possible, you realize, yes?
Oh, of course, but he strikes me as the more ambitious sort.
And is that Sion? You're good to
Oh,
speak
go
now.
go ahead, Sylvan.
I
Sorry.
apologize. I didn't. I thought you were just. I didn't realize you actually wanted to speak. My bad. My apologies.
All good, all good. Okay. Theon lets out a sigh. And here I was hoping to be a bit silly for a bit longer, he states, sounding down. Well, regardless, if you're all getting philosophical too, then I suppose I should as well. I think you're thinking about this wrong, Arcos. You're thinking about the laws of this cosmos as an absolute, something that is true in a vacuum of all context. This is a world forged by will, with a purpose. That which is made can be broken. That which is broken may be mended, form new and function changed. The laws as they are merely a temporary assortment of concepts and power, not true law. As the dragon sees the yoke of this ever-expanding cosmos, so may it be wrested from them. I will see this false world made anew, and I will see the cosmos scattered of all the abominations which taint it, and then all its power will be marshaled like a great burning tide, a war of infinity against infinity, and upon the end of time beyond time, I shall sit atop the ruin of every cosmos and laugh. Or something like that.
And she shall not sit there alone. I will be Io and I will remain by her. I will be on that ruin the same as her. Over a world that is better.
So cocky. So cocky.
Hmm.
Scarlet Queen closes her eyes for a second, steps away from the entire party. I'll be there when you fall.
You will be there when we rise, or you will be there when we fall. It does not matter which. We shall
Ugh.
see when the day comes, Arcos.
If you want my soul, last chance.
Okay, roll a persuasion check, and then she's going to finish up and leave.
This is me asking.
I'll roll it for him.
Yes.
Okay, to clarify what Scarlet Queen is trying to do here, she's trying to get a read on your guys' mental states and maybe try to sway some of you. She's not.
That she has no idea that is physically impossible to do.
That's not happening.
Is
Yeah,
there
not
actually a
happening.
persuasion? No, there's not. It's diplomacy.
Point is, again, she's trying. I didn't say she'd be succeeding.
I know, Arcos, you're good.
Yeah, so
You do not need to get upset.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't getting upset. I was bending over because I dropped a
Oh,
battery from one of my remotes and I can't find it.
You know what, Kos? What's
Yep.
the DC for this check? Kos?
Consulting stat blocks. 24 is not high enough. Would you like to AP that?
Yeah,
she
sure.
won't. No. Wait. I'm doing assist another.
Is
Okay.
your assist +2 or +3?
My assist is useless because I'm not APing that.
Okay.
Oh, or that said, Lucine is getting assist another to Sion. Which is +2.
Sion apparently evaporated from the planes of existence.
Hello.
Yeah, so it is 26 currently before Sylvan pulls out AP.
Okay. Yeah, Sylvan, do you want to AP that?
Sylvan is currently not in the EBC.
What do you mean Sylvan's not in the VC?
Oh.
What? They're in the R20.
The disconnect, I'm assuming something quickly came up IRL.
Oh, okay. I am getting an at. Give me a second.
I take it 26 is not enough.
It is not. Give me a sec to check something. Okay. Fuck. What the fuck? Can I have one session without scuff, please? That's so hard to ask.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. Okay, so. Okay, wait. So, to clarify some. Okay, so. Fuck. Let's wait for Sylvan to get back. Then I apologize, but. 26 is not high enough, yes? Correct? It's, correct, the DC is in the 30s.
Yeah, Sylvan said she was going to put at least some AP in.
Yeah, but how much? Yeah, but I don't want to spend AP for her. If you don't
Yeah,
get,
well.
you do not get that back, so I want to wait for her to get back. So when once she gets back, I'm just gonna take a quick moment to just look for that damn battery I dropped before it ends up stabbing me in my butt or some whatever. Give me a sec. Where the fuck did I put it?
Understandable.
There it is. Okay, so
So, if Sylvan is not willing, would you let me spend AP since I'm assisting on this roll?
if Sylvan is not willing or does not get back soon, yes.
Please don't put batteries there.
Both to clarify,
No, just give me a sec. I'm trying to.
Lucine is because
What?
getting an Arc Dragon to. This is me because basically, getting an Arc Dragon to promise to not hurt us ever is a pretty good use of my AP.
She very explicitly said it wouldn't be forever. You got the vibe. You got the vibe. What she was trying to say was that she would try to not hurt you as much as she physically could if you could do it.
For Lucine, that's enough. Because guess what?
Okay.
Lucine is half Fae. Binding oath.
Yeah, Fable should go burr. Where the fuck did that battery go? Where the fuck did it go? Ah, I hate it. And almost dropped my headphones. Okay, I'll look for it after this. Sorry, I'm getting extremely annoyed by this. Sorry. Right. Any word from Sylvan? Because he's in the R20.
I will drop the AP, and then we'll decide after she gets back who it's actually getting paid from.
Are you okay?
That is 32.
32. Okay. 32 is not good enough.
37.
37 is good enough.
Wait, where'd the Sylvan take a call?
He's in the R20, so I don't know. Can I just have one Sess and that go as well, please? I had to take a call, okay. Okay, I'll wait till she gets back then.
While waiting, I have been thinking that, like, for the past, like, conversation, Ashley has been in a state where, in character, she'd absolutely go, hey, are you sure you want to offer your soul to an archdragon? But also, out of character, I know, oh, this is something that we want to let happen.
It's not like you can stop Lucine from doing it. It's Lucine. What are you going to do? Stop her?
I mean, realistically, yeah, and realistically, Ashley probably would have factored that into the decision making of the
The
decision
actual
making
answer is
there.
Ashley is probably just, at the end of the day, trusting Lucine.
That also makes sense.
For all her insanity, Lucine has never steered anyone wrong yet.
Yeah.
Except,
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, Ashley's still going to be like, hey, you better be super fucking confident. I'm also like thinking through this is probably setting up for something that may or may not come up later in the session.
Lucine already has something to blow up her soul.
Yeah.
What?
The Fae Pact, remember? The Fae made her swear to blow up her soul because they don't want to deal with an Archdragon of magic.
I just said she can. She has rights to it. I didn't say it would still be there.
I will say, if your soul blows up, the Skull Queen is going to be extremely annoyed.
I'm not sure if Ashley is actually privy to that information because I don't think she was actually in the.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Sess told the entire party at this point.
Probably.
What Lucine is doing is stacking up a pile of death timers. Only one can actually go off.
Okay, hello. Sion back? You back yet?
He's not, but
No.
yeah.
Okay, I thought I heard someone join the VC. That's why I was checking.
You did not. Yes. Folks, I think just keep moving.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Okay, so. Okay, so yeah. The action points are good enough. We'll just have them come from you for now, Lucine, because you're the one rolling them.
Yeah, I paid for now.
So, at all this, as Scarlet Queen tilts her head, considers the wager. There is no harm to it, I suppose. Right before I leave, actually. She stops. She steps away from the party and she does thing to. It's kind of like she flares her shoulder, and you can see one of her wings is formed from her skin, except scaled down a touch to fit her humanoid frame. She very calmly plucks the feather. I will know. The Spoken has been very, very clear. It does not apply if the star puts a bounty on your guys' head. She cannot afford to piss off the call.
So what I heard, Coach, what I
Yeah,
heard was
makes
she
sense.
will do her best to minimize, but may not actually guaranteed minimize.
Yeah,
She'll do her best.
So do her best, but do her best. But if the star says kill you, she's going to have to kill you. So the call don't try to
Yeah.
kill her.
Yeah, she'll do what she can, but if shit happens, shit happens.
Anyway, so the Scarlet Queen's.
But
Anyways, so let me talk to you. So the Scarlet Queen's going to pluck a feather out.
Right.
Pluck a feather out from a summoned wing, and then the wing just fuses back into her body. She snaps it, and she very calmly in front of you snaps it in half. Then with her claw leaking some of that black mist, which you think might be, which on closer inspection means looks like to be you think it might be the shroud. That the shroud might at the absolute least originate from her body. Waves it over the feather and transforms it into what looks kind of like a dragonite crystal you could comfortably hold in your hand before gesturing out to the party with that crystal in hand. This will allow you to contact me. Feel free to do whatever scans on it you must, but I did not give you a measure to do so before. After a second, she very calmly looks in Sion's direction. Abusing this to engage in a psyop against you will count as a breach of the truce.
also, by the way, you can just cut off your ley lines. That's a thing you can do. Kind of neuters the call.
I unfortunately need access to the ley lines. I have my own measures in place, but I did not want to test the call's power.
Understandable.
Anyways, the crystal will not give off dragon factor. It will not produce the shroud. It is completely and utterly inert, except if you're on any form of energy fluid that is not kinetic, in case you drop it or hit it with a hammer or shoot it with a gun. At which point it will activate and allow you to effectively call me without using a phone.
Crystal cell phone.
Effectively, yes. She's just gonna hand it out until someone takes it.
Zeke going to take it
Kirov will.
and immediately hand it to Sion.
Why?
The Scarlet Queen takes us.
Can I intercept that so it is not given to Sion?
Sion having it is not a truce break. As long as Sion doesn't spam mail her with it, it's not a truce break.
Lucina's just trying to terrify her a little bit.
It doesn't work. She just honestly, at the Scarlet Queen's size, you notice she just looks tired.
I will look forward to winning our deal.
I look forward to your failure. Oh, she actually didn't promptly yawn at that. Now if you excuse me, I need to return to my lair. At that, she simply just falls backwards and the ground just swallows her up as she teleports back home. In case it isn't. Okay, no, to clarify what the effect of fate. Basically, now. It's not going to make her. It's not going to make her do min damage. It basically means she's going to try to do everything within her power to not fight you. Anyway, so Scarlet Queen leaves, and once the last of the Arc Dragons leave, Arata just groans. Jesus fucking Christ. Christ by draw to an but and every other fucking god I can think of. Is every time she so up that fucking tense?
It's pretty tame.
No, normally only when Sion's around.
Yeah, you good there, buddy?
I am
Lucine,
processing a lot of things right now, I'm afraid. He laughs.
Lucine stump. Let's get back to base. He looks in Amelia's direction. Please talk tomorrow.
The Inquisitor sighs. This can wait till tomorrow, I suppose. You lot need a rest after that, and I need to. I'd never thought I'd hear the day where dragons sounded like they thought they were in the right. Normally dragons don't give a damn about that. She twirls her spear and rests on her shoulder, eyes looking into Lucine. But yes, tomorrow we will talk.
Nope. No objection. Feel free to zone of truth when the time comes.
Of course, I will not be messaging the Cardinal because, well, to be blunt, I don't want to give him an incomplete report and end up fucking something over. That, and I want to fucking sleep.
Sensible.
Mood.
So, letting the scene off there of Sakura eventually just using telepropulse to bring everyone back to Under Kyoto. We're departing and just going to promptly get swarmed by 500 medics. Medics, you can see some medics from Ascalon, some from JADF. There's just a bunch of them just looking everyone over, shoving iodine pills and such down your throats to make sure that even with the wars, there's still no radiation poisoning you guys have to deal with. And
Okay.
leading the medics, everyone please move your tokens towards the government area.
Alright.
I'm trying to find mine, sorry.
I think it's, but I have no idea where the fuck
Oh,
you
I'm
put.
not on this map at the moment.
Why the fuck are you not on the map?
Because last time we were... Oh, no, I am. I'm just up there.
Yeah, give me a second. So, yeah, the medics are fussing you over as a Arata talks to Kenji. And Sister Sophia stalks over to Tearfing Squadron. No, she's not wide. How is the mission?
Better than we could have hoped for.
All the Archdragons
There's
showed
one
up.
less Archdragon.
Yeah, I believe we would call this sufferings from success.
She's going to lean back and pinch her nose.
I'm pretty sure I put together one of their domains. We tricked the Scarlet Queen into a fey bargain. And we got a heart. We got the mother of all ritual reagents.
And for 4 Archdragons converging on one location, there's a surprising lack of conflict. I'll take that much.
Well, I actually updogged one of them. High five, Ashley.
He's going to look to Ashley.
Yeah.
Sister Sophia's going to look to Ashley. Ashley? Ashley?
So the Chinese Archdragon is vulnerable to dog joke.
Ashley, I thought you were the sane one.
I think everyone just gives her
No,
a look
she
of
just took the longest
apathy.
crack.
Out of character, Ashley is the sane one when she isn't behind multiple feet of metal.
Understandable. Yeah, Sister Sophia's just going to sigh and start doing checkups on everyone. Let's see. Remember, update your job hours, please. Sion?
Right, so, yeah.
No, Sion's not here yet. I'll do her last. I'll do her second. I'll do her after last. Aya?
What's up?
Remember to update your bars.
Okay, so
I
Also, Lucine had 4 now
did?
because she had a
Okay, I think you're the one who did on this map actually. Oh yeah, you're doing. Sion
It's
should be
because
higher.
we moved back to an old map, so the tokens are outdated.
Yeah, so she's going to. Okay, so I have a very important question for you, Miho.
What's up?
Uh, eye or eyeball or horn?
I
She's going.
probably.
Okay, she's going. You feel her. You feel one of Sophia's thumbs just gently rub under your eye. Ah, one of your eyes has changed. At least you're actually seeing
Oh
Sion now, I
joy.
suppose.
Oh joy, I'm heterochromatic. Can I get an eye patch and call it like, the secret powerful eye or something? Just
See, Plaxico.
really
It's
get
not the
that
eye,
shooty
it's the
going.
right arm.
No,
Get it right, it's the right arm.
What?
no, no. Your arms with Sion.
No,
You
I'm
know,
pretty sure it's the left.
what?
Lucine is making a Chunbio joke.
Yes, she is making a
Ah,
Chunibyo joke.
Sister Sophia's just going to sigh. Ah, let's see. Kirov's fine. She looks into Sion's general direction. I'm not dealing with that right now. Walking over to Ashley does a quick checkup on her. None of you look like you're going to be dying from radiation poisoning anytime soon, which is good.
Didn't even break the ward.
Always good to hear.
Then she's going to stop in front of Lucine. Okay, so Lucine, both of your eyes have changed now.
I thought you said it was horn.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you have a little. I was wrong. No, yeah, you have a little horn now. That's going to be annoying. Annoying for fitting gear, I imagine. But please be more careful. She says she's just checking up with healing magic, and then she opens her mouth to say something, probably give you advice, but then stops, slams her mouth shut. And you have all never seen Sister Sophia look this incredibly concerned before. Lucine,
Hmm?
Oh god damn it, what did she do now?
Lucine, I have a question for you.
It was worth it.
Lucine, Lucine,
What?
why is every
Actually, like looking at Lucine now.
why Lucine, why does your life force say you're going to drop dead in 2 months?
Probably because I will.
Lucine,
Look, how do you think I raised and teleported 7 battleships?
we have Arc Dragon's blood. You could have used that.
I was going to go up and to Lucine and say, "Did you not think through the consequences? Do you think we'd be done fighting in 2 months?"
I'm
I
gonna
just wanted
take a
to
guess and say you cracked a way to extend your lifespan.
Sister Sophia is going to shake her head.
Io just looks disappointed.
It's a
That is
life.
the one thing that is
It's
the what Eo's look is the one thing that makes Lucine stop being cheery and sarcastic and actually go just stare at the ground.
a lifespan is it's a lifespan issue. That is, you cannot resurrect someone who died from natural causes from the dead. You cannot. Burning up your lifespan like this is such a powerful magical reagent because death by old age is permanent. Even on death
Lucine
is
is
even on death is risky now. You don't. She simply does not have the life force to sustain it and sustain the process of becoming an undead.
Lucine is still looking at the ground, feeling bad for hurting Eo primarily. That is pretty much right.
Lucine,
I promise. I have a plan. It's not undead. It does not involve any sort of normal resurrection. I have a plan. Please trust me.
You are going to do stupid things that I may not necessarily agree with, but I love you anyway, you stupid dork.
Sister
That's
Sophia is
something
going to
Eo
sigh
actually
so incredibly slowly.
No, that is completely in character, dear.
Lucine just gives a very, very sheepish look at Io.
Lucine.
Yes.
We can't even borrow you out of lives because you have 2 months to live. She's
Oh,
going
I
to.
doubt she only has 2 months to live.
Yeah, this sounds like something she planned around.
It does. It does. Not only makes me more worried. You will be aware I will be telling my brother, yes?
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious that when I'm planning. The reason I tried. This was so we could get done in time. That eclipse
We
is
have ArkDragon's blood.
gonna need a lot of it for other things.
Lucine. She's going to very calmly clap her hands together. If we can find a way to break Draconite, then we will have affected. Then we will have far more because we'll simply be able to break down the crystallized blood in the ArkDragon's bodies. This was completely and utterly stupid.
I mean, it was. That
No.
is the
Yeah.
whole point.
I'll be going. I'll be telling the commander and change of plans. Alexander's going to getting here to rip rip all the information he can get from you all. She stops for a second. Lucine, if I find out you didn't tell him, I'm going to recommend you to Michigan that Michigan that you are taken off of field duty. Period.
Oof.
Oh,
That
Clarify, who was the him in this context?
Alexander,
Alexander.
her brother.
Lucine did not warn Alexander, but I
Tell him, like, as in, tell him that you did a stupid, essentially.
Tell him that you're going to die in 2 months. Again, I put the dead. Did none of you see it on the start screen? I put a fucking
oh
deadline for
no,
when
I
you.
did. Lucine is just kind of doesn't want to have to tell him herself. She'd rather Sophia don't tell him.
That's why it's a punishment.
Yes,
This is
yes,
a punishment.
it is totally a punishment, but I'm pretty sure I don't give me field duty until the eclipse. Better if I'm casting that whole time. Think I cracked it?
I'll see what I can do. That fucking
crack of
vampire
what?
dragon has been a problem, however. At that, she's just going to walk off back to the direction of the portal back.
No, we haven't heard from Vampire Dude for a while.
No,
Lucine
no,
looks over at Kira with the biggest smirk you've ever seen. I think I can purify Dragonite.
And that helps with your lifespan. How?
I return.
Oh, that
Hi,
that just
Sion.
makes it.
Okay, so Sion, you're going to get checked up by Sister Sophia later. She was going to do you last, and Lucine happened, and she went, "I need to go tell fucking Michigan about this," and left.
Okay.
Also, Lucine has 2 months left
this
to
is
live.
going to say.
Lucine has 2 months left to live, by the way. She's going to die in 2 months.
Yay.
After Sister Sophia leaves, Ashley's just going to look Lucine straight in the eyes and just say, I know you're no stranger to playing with fire. But there are things you can't lose. And we need to keep fighting.
Okay, so right. So because Sister Sophia, you're gonna find out since Sister Sophia left, I assume I was going to be the one trying checking up on Sion and healing her instead.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so when you cast healing magic, you feel something and soak it up at first until it bursts. Basically, Inedible Demise is an anti-heal.
Gotcha. Anti-healing mechanic is very good, actually. Eel hums to herself and goes, so that's what that does.
But yeah,
I suppose
seen
it
as the people
tracks
that
given
actually
extinction.
yeah, there are things we can't afford to lose, and I'm aware of them.
At that, Alexander, what are you rolling for, Sion?
This is just to represent her past and future efforts to direct the dragon factor into her limbs to give herself cool dragon arms.
You have cool dragon.
And
No, you have cool. No, your arms are cool dragon. You have cool dragon arms now.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Also,
It-
Sylvan, question. When we were doing the deal with the Scarlet Queen, since you weren't there, I paid the total AP cost was 2. Do you want to split it or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
That's
at that,
not
Alexander.
much in a minute anyway.
So at that, Alexander's going to bust into the room. At that, he is dragging the conspiracy board on a wheel, wheels behind him. Got a bag full of notes and just slaps down to a chair in front, chair at the bit you guys are all resting at. So, Arc Dragon Data. He claps his hands together, smiling like a kid who had Christmas come early.
Before we go there,
Well, I'm pretty sure the
your
giant
sister
mecha one
murdered-
is a fight nut.
Your sister said she'd murder me if I didn't tell you. I kind of burnt most of my lifespan on those boats. Got a plan, I promise.
How much? Alexander asked very softly. How much?
2 months left. Maybe 3. It should have been 3. I thought it was going to be 3.
Alexander's going to close his eyes for a second and pull in a deep breath of lung air as it seems to knock the wind out of his sails. Lucine?
I
Lucine.
swear on EO that I have a plan.
It doesn't matter if you have a plan. You can't have a plan if you're dead.
I think her plan is how to not be dead.
Sus you.
Lucine grins at Kira.
Sus you. Lucine, you are brilliant. You are absolutely brilliant. You're probably one of the most prodigious mages I have ever met. You cannot help people if you are dead. And if you keep burning yourself out like this, you're going to die. And considering what's going on in the world, you're going to end up taking a lot of good people with you.
The Fey Pact is for.
Even if your soul explodes. Do you think that's not going to release energy?
I can probably make it implode.
Eel shakes her
We'll kind
head.
of just
That doesn't
After-
actually help, darling. The energy has to go somewhere, and if you make it implode, there's a chance it creates a minor singularity.
Which would be extremely bad. Don't do that. Alexander's just going to sigh for a moment to catch his breath and just recalculate everything. Are you going to say that in character, Kirov?
That's pretty much.
Yes.
Also, Zao, I have one thing to say to that, Lamau. So, okay, so you say that in character, Kirov?
Yeah. Yes.
The Philosopher's Stone
Not an
wouldn't help.
alchemist.
Again, first, Lucina's not an alchemist. That is not her field of study. Two, it wouldn't work in this case. The Philosopher's Stone works by effectively doubling how much life energy you can have each time you use it. It has a cooldown of decades.
Neat. Wasn't the plan anyway.
First, but I'm going to pick your brain about that, but first, he pulls out all his paper. Arc Dragon data.
Well, I'm pretty sure I cracked one of them by accident.
Hmm?
Constitution fucker is terror.
Constitution fucker?
The British
Oh.
Ark Dragon.
The one that keeps teleporting around?
Lucine,
Actually, you know what?
Constitution
Just-
fucker may have been the worst way to describe him. Describe it.
You know what? I'm keeping it.
You know what? Fuck you for putting that image in my head.
But yeah, actually, you know, Coast, let's just say we summarize the damn encounter.
Sir, he nods at that. He nods at that. Concerning. That means that
Okay.
means a giant chunk of Draconite down in Florida. It might be something Michigan will need to actually put guards around to keep up. Scarlet Queen from doing anything with it. Then
Wait, what? What does she have to do with that?
the Draconite the current running theory on the nature of the Draconite created by the star is I haven't been able to. I've been too busy to tell you. We got some access to resources with the research from the church to be able to put it together. We believe they may be the star's scales.
Ah, that would be an issue, wouldn't it?
He nods. Yes, it would. It would also mean the damn thing's basically fucking invincible, but that's a different problem than keeping the Scarlet Queen from trying to use it to mimic this power up. Also, I've looked over Otohime's heart. Sister Sakura is currently working on separating her soul from it and putting it into a container. We prefer to have it passed on, but you all know what. Like, he just trails off. You know why that's not going to happen.
Get the
Because
heart back to me once.
because hell and heaven are full of dragons.
Correct. But
It's also because the star would get it if we let it pass on.
correct. Alexander's in it, but yes, the transformation doesn't seem to have changed the soul's composition. It just made the darkness deeper, would be the best way to put it. Power, but still remembers what they used to be.
And it's not too late.
Yes, but
I
I do
think
have
I'll have something big in the next few days. I'm about 90% sure it'll work. I'm starting to understand sacrifice enough to use it for this, but if it works right, it'll change everything. And it's not even my primary plan.
Okay.
So,
He's
how long do you think it's going to take for Susie to realize what's happened and drop by?
for what?
You know, Susano?
I know. Shuzano, yeah. Shuzano's going to. Shuzano. Oh, a best part of what Sakura's doing, she's telling him it's going to take him a bit to get here because things are very busy in the afterlife because it's full of fucking
I mean,
dragons.
Lucy needs some time for him to get here for her to put the pieces together she wants.
Exactly. So, and I see Alexander's going to nod at him, but there's only really one exception I can think of. Lucy, I've looked at you're aware how I've looked at your soul, right? Yes.
Yeah?
The Fey patches are dormant and they appear as silver. I basically what I'm trying to say here is because you've dropped a lot on me. I want you to get me the soul data of the Scarlet Queen. She is the most likely to see her bloodline is the one variable I have not been able to square yet because I don't think there's anything else the call could do that could alter the shape of the soul so as much.
And you think
I do not know. I need to look at her soul to find out. On that note, yes, Gio?
I might
That is going extremely slowly.
yeah, I might have a deal that would let you do that.
What did you do this time?
Ah, if I was all to go, just had one death trigger, Why not put a second one on?
Lucine.
She's annoyingly callous with her own life.
She really
No.
is.
This one is not me being callous. This one is just. I said she has rights to my soul if I can't prove that there are ways to beat the universe. I never said she'd
With
get
all
it.
due respect, Sion, or Lucine, the fuck.
You all were there!
Yes, and it only just hit home what the fuck you did because we were a bit too busy panicking about 4 fucking Arc Dragons.
My
Alexander's
plan
going to
works.
sigh again.
My plan works. I bet I can cash that deal in for that look at her soul.
So you're
Lucine.
gambling with your soul.
The soul that we just established, I already have a blow up on command.
Lucine?
Ashley's just going to be completely annoyed at that.
Lucine? Oh, Alexander's going to say
And
slowly.
then you don't have a soul.
And then you're gone forever. There is no magic that can bring back a soul.
Lucine actually looks
Ashley's
at
kind of
Io.
silently saying, does she not know yet?
Lucine is looking at Io and just like, not. Io will figure something out. That's kind of her thing.
Eel sighs. I'm glad you have so much faith in me, darling, but I would really rather not have to go through that.
Don't worry, I'm not planning on it.
Best laid plans of mice and men.
Alexander's going to sigh. It's okay. To clarify, when a soul gets destroyed, it's okay. Yeah, she's really good at tactical callousness. The problem is she's really good at tactical callousness. That sums up her character really well.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to sigh, but
Who died? Yuri died. Yuri back.
yeah, but yes.
Well, no, I am aware it just gets. There is nothing left. Just trust Io.
For the record, I don't approve of any of this, but there's not much I can do.
No. Thank you for your disapproval. Disapproval? He's. Alexander's just going to sigh. Okay. Anyways, yes,
There is a part of Eel that is kind of very callously saying that this is correct. This is the correct move in the situation they're in. They're in an existential threat fight against, the universe itself. So making risks like this is almost par for course. But it's Lucine doing it, so she's not exactly happy about it.
also, Lucine is really fucking important for your war effort because of all her ritual bullshit. You lose all that if she dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rituals stay.
You can't make new ones.
Which is actually pretty important.
That's what Sion's for.
Sion is not as good as you.
Darling, please. All right, let's refocus,
Let's
please.
Anyway, so to get back on topic. So Alexander's going to get up, but yes, I need to get a picture. I need you. Honestly, I don't care if I have to smuggle some equipment into your hands for the next time you meet her. I just need a picture of her soul. On the topic of souls, he points to Io. Io, I've you've been researching on the healing of souls, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Question for you on that front.
Yes.
Do you think that do you think that once we in a stable environment. That speak with one of the Arc Dragons to interview them would assist you with that research.
More than likely, yes.
He nods. Good.
Especially if I can target the portion of their soul that is not yet blackened.
Not sure if such precision is possible, but the reason I'm asking is very simple. Lady Sakura is planning on doing such a thing once he's transferred Odahime's soul into a gemstone that can, well, prevent her from doing anything if when roused, due to her domain being very good at necromancy.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I
But
am rather good at keeping the dead dead, as it were.
he nods. But yes, he just Lucine, according to Zal, okay, yeah, I need to read something for chat first. Zal, Lucine, you get my soul, everyone gets my soul.
No, she only offered the soul to one person.
Anyway, so Alexander's going, yeah, Lady Sakura and Noda,
You
he may
get my
have.
soul. Surprise, it's a pipe bomb.
But yes, to get back on topic, Lady Sakura has not talked to Orihime since she turned. But yes, I'll be going off to do more research on research. I need to get go. Research and before he goes, he's going to point at Lucine. Also, I'm taking away your unsupervised lab access, and then he just walks off.
You're gonna want. Actually, never mind. She's got back. She's got. Actually, no. I know. Yeah.
He'll be having Alexis babysit your ass. So
Our disappointment is immeasurable and our day is ruined is the energy of the Boston folks right now.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Arada's just going to sigh from his spot. You all are fucking crazy. You know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Charm.
Out of character. Really? Who isn't at least a little disappointed by Lucine's lifespan stealing
Oh no,
at this point?
the only reason Eel isn't screaming at her girlfriend right now is because this specific version of me has accepted death to an even greater extent than I have. Because again, she walked through the corpses of her entire family.
Everyone has
Yeah.
trauma. And there's also fun fact. There is one person who wouldn't be disappointed.
Oh, who?
The star.
The Dragon Lord.
I mean, yeah, no shit.
Hey,
Anyway,
hey, hey! Gets a free
Really
Arc Dragon
counting the
sooner.
star.
It gets a free Arc Dragon
I-
sooner.
Can we please focus?
Anyways, yes,
We
so
have more to do.
yes, so
we do have more to
No,
do.
it doesn't, because the soul goes boom.
it doesn't know
Okay,
that.
enough.
Anyway, so let me
Let's
focus.
focus.
Checking the to-do list to see what we need to do next. So at that, you guys are doing your level up shit after this session. Fuck you. Okay, we're not doing that mid session. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So for our
Makes
PCs,
sense.
we have we've okay so wrong
Least
one.
important is Amelia.
Most important is talking to the Inquisitor, so we'll do that first. Where the fuck did I put her? Did I ever put her token under
I
Kyoto?
said least important.
No, most important. You're talking to her first.
Okay. I mean, no, that is the first priority. It's just not in the most impactful.
It is literally just the thing that is happening first, darling.
Yes, I was suggesting it for the same. I was also suggesting it happening first.
Anyway, so the next day,
Let's get to it.
so the next day after you guys rest in the med bay, Amelia is waiting for you all in the side office of the government building. Spear already pre-stabbed into the ground. Zone of truth active. You can feel it from the hairs on your neck going up as you walk into it. So
Lucy's
I have
face
some
pale.
questions for you all.
I cannot guarantee I will answer for the others, but I will answer what you need. At this point, there's no point keeping things secret. Or there is no point keeping what happened yesterday secret.
How long have you known?
Known about?
Uh,
Her status is a bloodline, of
Dragon's
course.
Blood, a few weeks before. Dragon's Blood was a few weeks before Conquest. Whatever that I had that form was in the fight with Conquest.
Mm.
What the actual purpose was, I only found that out in the Vatican.
She nods. Fair enough, fair enough.
There is one other thing I think you should know before we go further.
Hmm?
Each of the bloodlines has an experimental mixture. Mine is Fey blood.
Experiments. That tracks with what we've seen, yes? Seen yes as the
Scarlet
Inquisition's
Queen's,
hunts of the bloodline.
the one the Scarlet Queen has, is the Star's blood.
She instantly steals her face at that. I see.
Most notably, I am under oath with the Fae that to destroy my own soul rather than turn.
The Fae do not make such deals lightly. During the Dragon War, they had little care if humans except for bitching about the fact it gave them more dragons to kill. Why?
They're afraid of what would come of it. Also, they're little bitches who don't want the star to have what makes them special.
It's mostly the first one. We are aware of the crown I carry. It is that of magic, which is appropriately concerning.
Mm-hmm. See, simply not hums at that. Then she's going to point straight at Lucine. Second question. Tough. I need any of you lot can answer this if she chooses not to. Any urges, hungers?
No.
None.
Are you sure?
Eel raises her eyebrow. You got your answer from the Joan of Truth, lady. You know how this circle works.
None that
Make
were
no
there
changes.
already.
I will concede it may have made me more driven, more determined, but no hunger.
No
Not
hunger.
immense.
See hums for a second, thinking as I look up the exact wording of Zone of Truth, so I can phrase what I wanted her to say properly.
Lucine is telling the truth.
I know. She
At
just
least as she knows it.
Zone of Truth only works on deliberate and intentional lies. If you do not know it is a lie, you can still speak it underneath the zone.
Eel raises her eyebrows. Do not speak to me as if I do not know the mechanics of the spells of the divine.
She 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 simply sighs. Ah, fair enough, fair
There
enough.
is a non-zero chance that Eel is a better cleric than Amelia is.
You're a demigod. Yes, of course you're a better cleric.
Yeah, I will say, of the three of us who cast using Dragon's Blood as a reagent, I'm the only one who does not even let it into my system.
Nope, no, that's only a Sion thing. I think Eo
Oh,
only.
nope. Eel actually injected herself with dragonid blood at some point.
Amelia sighs. So, so reckless. One more, one more question. I've heard rumors of you having a plan to deal with your lifespan issue. What is it?
Nothing you need to know, nor anything that applies to the Alliance, I believe.
At this point, Theon will pull out her old cell phone, which she's been using magic to charge, pulls up a saved YouTube video that is literally just the one scene from Near Automata where all the robots are shouting, become as gods, and throwing themselves into smelters.
Anything besides, it is not of danger to humanity or Earth.
Mhm.
But it is a danger to our psyches.
I do not think I have any. I do not think I have any other questions. Then this would be well enough to go to the cardinal. At that, he reaches for a spear to pull it out of the ground.
Can I try one thing first?
It's, hmm.
This statement is false.
I don't think anything happens.
Her spear starts crackling,
Neat.
and then it gets
Honestly, at
louder,
least
Actually, will
and then it
give
gets
a light
louder,
chuckle at that.
and then it gets louder. Oh, fuck.
did you know I could do this?
Amelia's response is simply to go fuck, open a window, and then yeet it outside the window where it promptly explodes.
House?
You know, I
You really should
think
not have done
somebody would have caught this already.
that. House?
What?
Man,
should not have
that's
done-
so by quality assurance.
Eel grumbles something about stupid soldiers being stupid and introducing paradoxes to a rudimentary AI based off magic that can't actually handle statements that are both true and false at the same time.
No, it's much more simpler than that. The spear is meant to explode like that. I had that put in as an enchantment for particularly hardy targets, or for surprise attacks, or for bombs.
How did,
It's
how
very
did, how
useful.
did Kiro?
It works off any.
S-
It works off any. It works off any statement. Statement so I could. Statement so it could act as an assassination tool. She says, her spear reforming in her hands.
That's hilarious. So Kirov literally accidentally said the trigger word. I love it.
Okay, no, the trigger is less one word. It's more a paradox like that. It blows it up on purpose so as you can like leave it stabbed underneath a card, and just let a conversation just cause it to explode.
Beautiful.
Alright.
That is nasty and brilliant. I like it.
That is actually
Inclusive
very,
of that
very
info.
nasty and brilliant.
The Inquisition knows what the fuck they're doing.
No, I do like that the Inquisition is super competent.
Anyways, I will need to get going. One more thing. We are gearing up to attempt to retake Barcelona. While the dragon there may still hasn't shown its ugly face, its minions are still all over the place, and we want them out. Would you be
Well,
interested
at
in
least
helping?
this time we know a workaround for the whole anti-teleportation thing.
We could, just clear it normally this time, you'll suggest rather frantically.
I would not
Instead
recommend.
of scared of heights.
I would not recommend going in by the air again. They've added more anti-air guns.
Oh no, it's a
Eel-
totally different
okay.
way.
Remember, Eel knows who that dragon is, and is like, no, we absolutely should not go for the decapitation strike. That is exactly what that dragon expects. We go for the slow and methodical crawl.
Amelia, stops. Let me clarify what I mean by that. You know what? You know how fireworks work?
No, I know what you're talking about, Argos. Like, just EO is going to put our foot down and veto literally any plan that does not involve bashing the front entrance down and storming the place.
Yes,
If the
I
dragon
would.
was there, I would have value in a decapitation strike, but there isn't, so there's literally nothing to decapitate.
Anyways, the reason you don't want to go in through the air is very simple. Fireworks that spread dragon factor.
Oh, wonderful.
Anyway.
Good thing our idea wasn't
yeah.
the air then.
But yes, I have to get going. At that, she just walks away. Walks
I
away.
will be on forcible. I will probably be removed from duty for a bit, and probably for the best.
She nods and she nods as she walks out. Okay, let's see. But yes.
Next
Or,
is
Have a
the
fun one.
Eclipse, isn't it?
no, that's next session, lol. That's next session, I think, Lamau, unless you guys want to do the Blood Dragon first. No, next user. No, you've killed 3 Arc Dragons.
Alright,
Yes,
it's time for EO to talk to Earth Chan.
right, it is time for
Oh,
you to
us.
talk to Earth Gem.
So, yeah, this is where you guys unlock sacrifice magic. So, Armada follows you guys back to Underboston, most because Kenji is very busy dealing with the aftermath of this. So,
Actually, Coast, this is
what?
best done in the shrine.
Okay, you want to do it in the shrine then? So you all head to the shrine then. Everyone, please move your tokens to the shrine.
The shrine works, but under Boston would also work because Eel does have a shrine as well, probably in her room. It's much smaller though, for
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
Yeah, but just this is going to be better.
Yeah. So you arrive to the Shrine of Seals. You don't. Sakura's not out front, but you can hear her within the inner part. It sounds like she's cutting something.
Probably a gem. We would, of course, ask her for confirmation that we're good to do so for this one.
Eel would have brought all the materials required, but
Yeah,
they would have.
Sakura would have given you permission about leaving for the door. From the sound of her voice, she's focusing very hard on them. A, cutting the gemstone, and B, not crying her eyes out.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean,
Bloody
this isn't even a
onion
huge
ninja.
So you roll open the shrine
So, Coast,
section. What?
or actually, no. You know what? No. That will be a separate scene. Never mind.
So yeah, you roll open the shrine section. Well, roll open the shrine sections. Arata's not with you. He slipped into the inner sanctums to the buildings have windows underground for airflow. Zal. That's why they have windows. You really don't want still bad air underground. That's going to make it full of carbon dioxide, and then you're going to die.
They probably also have a very good ventilation system,
Yes, 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 but the more the better.
obviously.
But yeah, so. But yeah, so yeah, who's doing the ritual and how are you doing it?
It's
the two of us.
probably also a Cian assisting, honestly.
Oh, yeah, because all our ritual setups require an assistant just to cast the necessary buffs.
Okay, so you do the ritual stuff.
So there are 3 people being extremely gay by holding hands or something in a triangle.
Yes, gay triangle. I love it. Okay, so you cast the ritual slowly. Magic thumbs up through the air, then down into the ground again and again as you try to call up the soul of the planet, which takes a bit. After 5 minutes,
Letting Eo take it here.
after 5 minutes of repeating the process again and again with Ashley and Kirabon looking, you hear a gently go through the air. The only thing you can consistently make out is that the voice is female. Any other details, age, pitch, that sort of thing, basically the only things that are consistent are feminine sounding and emotion, everything, pitch, tone, age. All of you get different answers each time you try to figure it out. Oh, 3 down then.
4
So, my
more to
lady.
go.
Four, four to go and 4 to go, and then killing that thing. The voice isn't coming from any one spot. It sounds like it's coming from all around you, would be the best way to describe where it's coming from. Again, when you try to figure out where exactly, the point changes, and each of you get a different answer anyways.
Makes sense.
Answer, we're not trying. It's Earth. It's Mother
Yes.
Earth.
Yeah, Earth, yes. Tell me, how many dead? Not dragons.
Too many?
With
doubt
at
there-
least 7 billion.
I doubt there are more than 1 billion humans left on this planet. Likely less. I
Far less,
don't
but
even know for the other kinds of life that live upon this star.
The planet hums for a second. Too much death. The serpents devour everything. The largest of the oceans is practically empty at this point. You need, you need that power, yes? Their voice is strained. Even with three Arc Dragons dead, it's still taking a lot out of them to talk.
we do, and with it, I shall. We shall do what create wonders that can save the universe.
I see. Here, at that you can see the ley lines below bubble a little bit, and before a sliver of pure white, silver, whatever color you want to call it, forms in the air in front of you and coalesces into a tiny marble. A tiny marble the size of your hand, small enough to fit on Lucine's thumb. Here, motes of hope for formed in response to the pollution of the ocean. Do as you will with it. At
Thank you.
that, the pearl, whatever you want to call it, floats in the air as presence just recedes, sounding so pained and tired. What do you do?
Well, I think we reach out and touch it together.
Sounds like a good plan that won't backfire at all.
Agreed. 10 out of 10. Let's touch the marble.
You touch the marble?
We touched the marble.
Okay, clarify. Who's touching it?
It is for sure.
Yeah, I know Lucine is. Io, you're touching it, right? Io.
Miho.
What? Sorry?
Fops, you touching it?
Yes.
Okay. Sion, are you touching it? Or are you just staring at it?
Touch it.
She's
Touch it.
touching it with her
touch it.
tail.
Okay, so you poke it and it splits into three smaller marbles. Marbles, it feels. The best way to describe how it feels is it feels like feel excuse me feels like a heartfelt Christmas present would be the best way to put it. And it just melts into each of you. Congratulations, you each the casters can now use sacrificial magic. Magic now that you know what
Hey,
know what it feels like.
Wait, so we can all use sacrifice now? Hell yeah.
In theory,
I see.
in order to actually use it for anything beyond rituals, you'll need to burn a feed on it, like Lucine's a Moonglow.
Makes sense. Don't
The-
we get a feat this level?
Correct.
We do. Two.
Beautiful.
Because one is down.
You get a downtime feat if you want to burn that, and your level up feat. So, deep breath. But yeah, that's that. Once that's done, after a couple minutes after that, Sakura steps out of the inner sanctum, holding a large glittering ruby, speckled with, and inside it you can see what what looks like a sea of black speckled with a gray, almost like almost like the dim night sky. I Orihime's soul has been separated from her heart. Use it for what you need it for. I'm so fucking tired.
Lucine will grab the heart.
Yeah, the heart. The Rada is falling behind her, carrying the heart. It is in a big fucking case slathered with biohazard symbols. But yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
After the eclipse. After the eclipse, I need some time to set everything up. Would you mind helping me talk to her?
No, not at all. I might be able to stain her soul back the way it was temporarily, potentially. I'll have to think on it.
That would require forcing her dragon factor onto dormancy.
Yes, something that I can do now, I believe. It will require experimentation, however, and I am not willing to do that to an Archdragon soul. Not just yet.
Thank you.
I have I have promises to fulfill, after all.
She nods and walks out. Arada's just going to walk up to you once he's given you guys the heart. He's just going to sigh. Oh fuck. Okay.
Sion really just likes Oni.
So
Yeah.
okay. So
How much easily accessible Draconite do you guys have here, or should I do this one in Boston?
uh, we don't have any. I'm afraid. The protocol is very simple. We blow up whatever it's attached to, so we could pick it up. So we can have guys in hazmat suits pick it up. We seal it in containers, in airtight containers. And then we dumped the containers in I think it was actually like Biwa we dumped them all in. Probably why Odahime went for it.
Lucine just nods. Then, in that case, I'm going to get this written down, and then I'm going to go. I need to go put this in practice. Then I need to go get it written down. And certain I can do it now.
He nods. By the way, Kenji and Lady Sakura have agreed. I will be a permanent liaison and attachment to your squad. By the way, we work well together, but just I might need a bit to just catch my breath. Cope.
Don't worry. I think we have
Understandable.
We
some
all
actual
need a
downtime.
moment.
Yeah. So Lucine is going to pretty much rush straight back to Under Boston and finally get a ritual she's been sitting on the theory for a very long time.
Yep.
What? Sorry. Sylvan, what are you up to, dear?
Uh, Jesus Christ, Sion, what the fuck are you doing?
What does Sion currently know about the nature of souls vis-a-vis mortals and also spirits?
How the fuck do you have a plus 29 to KAL? Or do you still have an enhanceability int on?
Still have an enhance ability.
It's fine. So,
Okay.
what are you asking? So you're asking about basically, are you asking if outsiders have souls?
Yes, if outsiders have souls.
Okay. They do. They do, but they do. It's just the soul body divide is a lot more wibbly wobbly wobbly.
What is the
Okay, so
soul
it's not
immortal?
quite the same thing, but they're much more connected and interchangeable.
Yes. This is also why you think this is
Okay.
also why it's easier for outsiders to get stupid strong than it is for mortals to, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay, this is giving me a good idea for how I can salvage that one plan.
I'm terrified of that one plan. Anyway, so let's head back to Underbox.
Coast. Yep. Should we cut to when
You don't
Lucine
want me to
finishes
be
this one?
Wait, first, what were you saying? Saying, Lucine?
To when Lucien barges into Alexander's lab after finishing this one.
You know what? That'd be funnier.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not going
Lucien
to do.
comes
I'm not going to do
running
the scene. Not going to do the scene yet, though. I need to establish something.
Okay.
When you guys get back, first things first. Look, Kenji has called Akira, and they're talking, and I'm talking. But as you guys just head out to do your stuff, Arata and Jeremiah stumble into each other and seem to hit things off pretty quickly. Uh,
Always fun.
yep. Non-sister Sophia's busy helping fix shit up. A bunch of stuff's going on. Things are as busy as ever. And Alexis is just looking incredibly disappointed in Lucine's direction. Lucine, you fucking idiot.
I need to talk to you alone later.
I'm going to call you a fucking idiot during the conversation. I hope you know that, she says.
Love you too.
She just groans at that, groans at that, and spins and rides away in her room. So, you want to cut into the aftermath of the ritual, correct?
Yeah, because this one is just. I don't even have anything good to do during it.
Okay. Do you want the entire party to be here, or is the entire party splitting up to do stuff?
Do you really want to give me that freedom?
Unfortunately, yes.
Also, since Alexis is gone watching Lucine duty, she would also be there.
Yep, of course. Yeah. She is literally just following you the moment she enters the lab. Lucine, you step up the moment in the lab district, and an infernal sigil on the door starts glowing, and Alexis just teleports over.
Fair enough.
Ah, okay. What are you doing now, Lucine?
Lucine tells her.
She blinks. What the fuck? Okay, we're
Okay.
going to talk to Alexander.
No. We're going to do this the funny way.
She levels the most deadpan stare on you. And what if it
I've already
explodes?
got a chunk. It won't explode. I know what I'm doing.
Did you know what you were doing when you sacrificed most of your lifespan?
Yes.
Then why the fuck did you do it?
Because she's an idiot.
Lucine pulls Alexis into her lab. Shuts the
Alexis,
door.
Hey, can I pop in real quick?
Not for this one.
Oof.
This
Okay,
one
so
is specifically something Lucine is only telling Alexis.
Alexis is
Oof.
floating in behind you on her broom, looking. She is looking so incredibly done with your bullshit. The last time you've seen her this done with someone's bullshit was when Sion first experimented on herself.
I know you're mad at me. I get it.
Do you
But
really?
bluntly, that's because I need you to do me a favor.
Depends on the favor.
The thing I'm doing come the day of the eclipse, it's incredibly risky. I can do it.
Lucine.
I know I can.
Lucine.
You're the one who barters with devils. I'm asking you to just do me one favor. I have a hidden circle in my bedroom. Make sure the rest of Cheerfing Squad gets there at the right time.
Bitch, I'm going to be going with them to make sure you're not killing your ass.
Be more than happy to have you there.
Good. And if you make me
Anyway,
regret not telling them you're doing something risky, I'm going to bring you back from the dead just so I can follow you myself.
fair enough. Anyway, Lucine digs out a chest, a biohazard chest containing a crystal of dragonite that she just had buried in here.
It's probably one of the ones from the mall, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
What are you?
It's way funnier if you just walk in and drop down the result on his desk.
That is understandable. Anyways, Alexis is just watching, flicking some cards through the air.
Eventually, Lucy finishes her product, grabs the result off the ground, just runs into Alexander's lab, and slams a pure white crystal of draconite onto his desk.
Okay,
I did it.
I'm going to clarify something here. Pure, what you did was effectively set Draconite to neutral. If I understand how purity works, what you did was effectively set Draconite to neutral. Yes,
Yes.
that wouldn't be pure white then. That would be just transparent like pure water.
Oh, yeah. In that case, she just slams down a transparent crystal of draconite on his desk.
Alexander looks up and Lucine, what did you? He blinks and turns to the crystal as Alexis floats in. Lucine,
How do you
Lucine,
feel
are you
about
trying?
purified dragon?
Purified dragon. Are you trying to give me whiplash?
No, it's just kind of a byproduct.
He Okay, I don't. He starts scanning with his doohickeys. No signs of dragon factor emitter. It's just pure raw power. Lucine, may I test something quickly?
Go for it.
He digs out a vial of dragon blood. Very carefully sticks a dropper in it to get a drop. Then squirts the drop onto the crystal. And as the drop falls into the crystal, and then outwards, and then spreading outwards almost like a stain, the crystal turns pure black again.
I assume he kept us far enough away from it first.
Duh, he's not stupid. He slapped it down and threw it ritual circle. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
I could have told you that would happen.
need to test it. Lucine, we're going to
Next
need to
thing
go
I'm doing is
purify.
writing the spell feed and sending it to Sakura.
Yes. Don't touch that. I need you to purify one, then take it onto the surface, and we need to see if the if the surface's atmosphere levels of dragon factor are enough to make it revert.
Good point. Lucine will, in fact, first write it. This is honestly going to start happening over a few days because Lucine is just purifying everything in the kitchen sink.
We're starting with today. We're starting with today. We're no time skips until I say so.
Yeah, so basically, I think the only thing she's got time for today is getting that spell feed properly written down in a way that can be transferred to someone else.
Yeah. Also, it is now the 23rd. Because
And
you
then
moved
the
forward.
next day, she does the whole test on the surface thing.
It looks like it's not going to turn back. Or if it is going to turn back, it's going to take a while, so it should be safe. Just sits there like a chunk of rock.
Also uncaps a vial of purified dragon's blood, just to see if that does anything weird.
That's the purified dragons. The purified dragon's blood kind of glimmers in the light. Glimmers when exposed to the air. It's like imagine there's something kind of like glowing with transparent light. That's the best way you can describe what you're looking at.
Finally, we can
But
get
it
this
looks.
just
But But you do notice something very quickly though. Your setup can detect that the dragon factor in the air is slowly moving towards the purified stuff, or stuff. To be blunt, you're okay. You're pretty sure the universe does not like neutral power existing.
Next thing we need to figure out is how to fill it with a different power.
So that's going to be fucking fun. So yeah, you have a purified dragon factor at your disposal. Now that note, I'm going to say you do that night. Just now you have to finish with the spell speed, just so I don't have to overcomplicate the timeline. Mia,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Well, that's a good question. This is downtime, right?
Yeah, this is downtime.
Downtime feat.
Okay, downtime feat.
Sacrifice
Ashley,
magic, probably.
Makes sense. Ashley, what the fuck you doing?
Probably a downtime feat. How much downtime to be specific? Like a week?
At least.
Yeah, you're going. Okay, so let me check when the eclipse is so I can do it.
Downtime feat, I guess, and I'll figure out. Probably mostly just tinkering with the Prometheus for the most part, but I'll figure out any further detail after the session.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Like
you
if I
you you
want
get
to,
you
like
you guys will get improve some. You guys will get a general week of downtime time, but we're doing the first day right now just because it's on session. The rest. So, Kirov, are you doing more downtime feed stuff as well, or are you going to make my?
Yes.
Are you going to make my? So you're not going to make my day by going to talk to the new NPCs you haven't talked to yet. Well, you technically talked to
Yeah,
Daphne. Fair.
gotta get them downtime feats.
Maybe over the next time skip next lesson. Sion, what are you doing?
Wow. That's a somewhat complicated question. For
Especially after
now,
we roll for the sand damage.
Are you tormenting the Scarlet Queen again?
well, actually, that is a good idea because she probably would want to run this by her.
Or actually, Sion, you have a delivery to make to her.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, a vial of pollution's blood.
Yep, so she will take a vial of pollution's blood and teleport up to the place right before the fog.
The shroud. The place where you met her before.
The shroud. The shroud. She doesn't care enough to give it a proper name in her head.
Yeah, so you split there.
It's Arky's little pillow fort.
So yeah, you teleport there. A couple moments afterwards,
And then
boom.
at that point,
No, you go first.
she shouts into the air, "Hey, Arky, Ark.
Give me a second. I'm moving map.
Seriously, though, I have an idea I want to run by you.
Damn, some of these tokens are really out of date. So I'll put your token on the map.
Yep. 30.
I forgot to make permafrost's token. I'm an idiot. Give me a second. Actually, no, this is too important. Permafrost won't be sent through this. So,
I'm just picturing the second she lays on Sion is just the most tired sigh ever.
the Scarlet Queen walks out of the Stark Shroud in her dragon form. The moment she lays her 6 eyes on Sion, you get the most tired sigh in the world. Of course, they sent you.
They're probably hoping to get more of a reaction this way.
The blood? She says, holding a claw out.
It shall be within your hand after you hear something I wish to say.
She looks at you with the most deadpan look you can imagine on a draconic face like that. What the fuck is it?
So this requires a bit of expansion. Given your current nature, I presume you are something of an expert on the mechanics of how the dragon factor functions, correct?
You can say that. She says. She says, wings gesturing to the shroud.
So, given that I know for a fact that the dragon factor can in fact be altered, whether
What?
by
What?
certain draconic individuals or what?
That's not altering how the dragon factor. She starts fucking grumbling
Oh,
about.
so you guys haven't figured that out.
No, I have. It's not altering it. The dragon factor is power. Power, humming
Oh,
come out of
that's
the.
funny. I'm pretty sure Lucine just managed to fundamentally alter its nature, but whatever.
Okay, to clarify what the Scarlet Queen means by this, Arc Dragons don't. The personalized dragon factor of the Arc Dragons isn't so much as alter, It's not. No. Let me finish fucking talking, please. So, what he's trying to say is this: Arc Dragon bullshit. The Arc Dragon factors, the Arc Dragon affected dragon factors are yeah, basically that's good. Normal dragon factors power about a purpose. Arc Dragons add the purpose. She doesn't really consider it altering it.
Okay, so to go from what on would see in that situation, understanding that, I was presuming you were altering its nature from some base state. Yes, Lucine does have one up on you.
What did she do?
That's not really relevant here.
What did she do this time?
I'm pretty sure she reduced it down to pure power and literally none of the aspects that what makes it the dragon factor.
She's going to stop for a second. Very calmly take a deep breath in. Ah, that fucking trick.
But anyway, that's really only incidental to the idea I wanted to run by you.
What, no reaction to the fact she knows about that trick exists?
Oh, not really. I had half an assumption there was.
Ah, that is an annoying little toy you got there, then. I'll deal with it I know how to deal with it, however. The Fae are ill. The Fae do not have the advantage when they attempt to strike me. Any matter and no matter.
Oh, that's good to hear.
What is your question?
So, presuming one managed to figure out a method of. She tilts her head at that, seeming to consider her words somewhat.
See you later, Miho.
Either controlling. Oh, good night. Of either controlling the manifestation and purpose of said power or simply altering it via the implication of a transformative curse, such that it essentially carried the capacity to bind such that is impacted to the will, or to recreate the will in its absence. If one in this manner preserved themselves, how do you think it would function as a sort of connective tissue between the body and the soul?
In theory, that would work, but she's gonna look people dead in the eyes. She says this. If you want to become an Arc Dragon, it'd be much simpler to simply down one of those vials you have on you.
Oh, of course. That is the eventual plan. I'm just thinking of the most complicated way possible I can make myself into a cosmic plague.
Just drink the fucking vial,
Little
you
sneeze.
fucking idiot. She's saying that in
That's
character.
too easy. Yeah, I know. Well, if I just took the easy way out, it'd be quite boring for all the other dragons I'll inevitably have to try and kill. I wonder if I could get it to work on inanimate matter as well as souls.
You do realize you would do much better on my side, yes?
Of course!
Then join me. It's not that complicated.
Uh, I mean, eventually I might. It depends on how the fights go, but assuming most of the squad is still here, I'll take my chances. Until the last minute.
The Ghost Hindbrain thinks if she can still be the boss, she can just make Shion shut the fuck up. That's like half of why she wants Shion on her side, so she can make her shut the fuck up.
Don't worry, even if you ever manage to do that thing you're thinking about, I'll find a way.
Stay out of my head.
And with that, she tosses the vial and teleports away.
Wait, important question. Alexander asked the entire party about Dua. Are you carrying all of Alexander's equipment on you?
Who seems
Let's
to make
think.
sure you are?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, okay, okay.
That being said, after she's gone, the Scarlet Queen would note a lone letter in scarlet, in a scarlet envelope, fall to the ground.
She stares at it for a second. She stares at it for a second. Second, considering if she should just light it on fire. Very before sighing to herself and saying, "Fuck it, I'm just going to throw it at Noah's." A nose before walking away. Before picking up the letter and walking away back into the fog.
Yay!
I'm going to assume you
Well,
heard that just because you enchanted the letter.
yes.
So so you head you head back with the records, and I assume you're going to give them that to Alexander as soon soon as you get back.
Knowing
Yes, she
Sylvan, she's
will.
just gonna teleport right into his lab.
That yeah.
Correct.
So you appear in
Preferably
Alexander.
right behind him.
So you appear right behind Alexander. He's tinkering with what looks like a transparent crystal, with a transparent crystal of the purified draconite. He is
Ah,
currently
so it
shooting
did
laser
work.
beams at it.
Ooh, shiny.
Ah, hello, Sion. Yes, I'm testing to see how it reacts to high amounts of energy. Some seems to be pretty stable so far. Far, far provided it's not unbroken. It's more fragile than normal draconite.
Hmm. I suppose that does make sense given the sort of concept it's trying to work with.
Ah, yes, exactly. But all right, did you get me my scans?
Sure did. At that, she would make sure to hand over the device intact to him.
He takes
She
the
doesn't mind throwing Arc's files, but she does mind throwing the critical equipment for her side.
right, so he's going to nod and very carefully walk over, load it up into his computer, and then blink. Blink as he pulls up the program he uses to look at soul stuff. Blinks again, then blinks again, then blinks again. That's not fucking good.
Hmm.
Uh,
Let me guess. She's already matured.
oh no, you look over his shoulder. So you look over his shoulder, and okay, let me pull up something because I need to do this properly. And will be ending this stream session on, by the way.
Okay.
Alright.
This is a nice to be continued.
Okay, I guess we'll put off the meeting with Susano until next session.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, okay, I originally thought you guys were going to get this later on during a first fight against her. So give me a sec to find. Okay, so. Okay, so you know how hybrid souls work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Queen's appears to be an exception to that rule. Alexander says before taking a deep breath. Her soul is not stained to pure black, nor, if we're going to use the analogy properly, nor is it even made of clay. Rather, in order to put the data I've gathered into an easy way of understanding what we're dealing with, her soul is a marble made out of obsidian and oil sail, which I believe is due to her status as a successful defendant of the star. Throughout the entirety of her soul, I can see the signs of dormancy. Dormancy, which I saw in Odahime's soul, signs of the dragon factor being dormant, but applied to he stops for a second. The entirety of her soul, every little bit of it. Before she awakened, her entire soul was likely just dormant, similar to the black clay laying of Hime's soul or Lucine's. I To be blunt, I can't find any memory of her human form in her soul. To be blunt, I don't think her soul ever had it. Had it, from what I can tell, because there's no signs of anything that would change the memory.
So what you're saying is this is simply a manifestation of her truth, not actually a change to her nature.
Correct. The dragon factor simply roused her soul from slumber. I I have such I know EO's been working on trying to figure out ways to fix dragonification. And I know, and I've heard, no, she's probably planning on trying to do something with Lucine's ritual, but new seed. But I'm not sure if that would work on her. As far as her
Nope, we'll have to do something unique for it.
as far as her soul is compared, her dragon form is her true and original form. And no, honestly, her transformation was likely inevitable. The moment she died, it would have happened on its own.
How does she get to be special? I am throwing shit.
Direct descendant of the star. Fuck you. This is bad. After that, I'm just going to end the stream off there. So give me a sec. Just assassin ended. I'm going to do
Alright.
you fuckers all level up.
It's a good thing I
Alright.
just got her in the face with a Fey bargain.
But yes, so thank you all for everyone who came. This has been a pretty RP heavy stream. Next time on Drakopocalypse on Thursday, Lucine.
Yeah.
Do you want to fight the Blood Dragon so we can demonstrate Moonglow before the eclipse, or do you want to do the eclipse first?
We're at the point of just do it. And also,
Cool.
it's probably going to take 2 sessions. Because we have some RP stuff to deal with still.
Fair enough. Next time on Drakopocalypse, we'll do some RP before we head off to see whatever the hell Lucine's been building up towards in the background of the campaign. That'll be on Saturday. My schedule for this week is as follows.
Sunday.
Besides that, Sunday. Thank you for correcting me. It's as follows. Saturday will be Punishing Grey Raven. I have Lancer with Medica and everyone else on Thursday, assuming nothing happens again. Tomorrow, if I'm up to it, I will try to stream some Dragon Quarter in order to make up for missing my opportunity to do so on Saturday, thanks to my internet sitting itself and all that, all the other shit that happened. I was not happy that day. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. I might go to bed soon. My nose is bugging me. Bye.
Alright.